You saw nothing? You saw nothing? We tangled around here. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, the fan is probably blowing right on your guys' face, isn't it? Let me just, there. Is that a little less blowy? Just a little less blowy. Testing, testing. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Will you, hold on, let me see. Will you be able to hear me over here? La la la. A little quiet. Let's crank that up, shall we? Crank it up. I also like my fans blowy. I just don't like them blowing on the microphone when we're streaming and or filming. Lovely background, isn't it? Let's just stare at that for 12 hours, shall we? Very zen. Maybe we'll put a little ambiance on, shall we? Welcome, one and all, to the one you've all been waiting for, the biggest horror update ever. And I don't say that lightly. Those of you who have been around for a while will know that I've been accumulating stuff for the collection for a while now, but have yet to do any update videos. Yeah, well, good old ADHD me ended up kind of overwhelming myself, and the stuff kept coming in, and I kept not doing the update videos, and, well, now we've just got a whole pile of stuff. So instead of doing 8 billion update videos, we're going to do them all in one. I think YouTube has a time limit of about 12 hours for videos and streams. So we're going to try to keep it under 12 hours. Yeah, anyone who thinks I'm blowing smoke, like, honestly, I'm completely serious. This could take the maximum amount of time. We're likely not going to get through everything today. But what the idea is we're going to stream the filming of the updates. So those of you who are here live will get to see everything before everybody else. But as additional incentive to watch the YouTube video later, the YouTube video will be in full 4K. I'm actually filming it in 8K, so I can do nice high-quality zooms on everything, so it's going to be very pretty.
Reasons for applying mulch include
so
conservation of soil
moisture, a little bit of it over on the side there.
Improving fertility and health of the soil, reducing weed growth,
there's 24
and
stacks,
enhancing the visual appeal.
Most of which are as high as this table.
A mulch is usually, but not exclusively, organic
but we all
in
go
nature.
a little mad sometimes, don't we?
It may be permanent, such as plastic sheeting, or temporary, such as bark chips. It may be applied to bare soil or around existing plants.
Oh my God, JL.
Mulches of manure or compost will be incorporated naturally
we have
into
mulch,
the
ladies and
soil
gentlemen.
by
we
the
have
activity of worms and other organisms. The process
and I think,
is used
if I'm not mistaken,
in commercial crop
that makes
production
69
and in
mulches
gardening.
from JL, ladies and gentlemen.
And when
Bravo!
Correctly,
very nice.
Can dramatically
very nice indeed.
Improve soil
Why is Kralatin
productivity.
not here to see this? He's been waiting for that one for literal months.
Many materials are used as mulches, which are used.
Well, sounds are fine. I mean, I'm never going to say no to a mulch.
Moisture,
but just for those of you who are new,
soil
mulch is the longest sound on our soundboard. It is about 10 minutes long. So you're going to learn a lot about mulch
in
the next few minutes.
To the soil
I don't even know if you
surface
can fully hear me.
Around trees, paths, flower beds, to prevent soil erosion on slopes.
I'll just
in production
I'll just turn the Halloween sounds off for the moment while we wait for me to stop rambling about mulch.
Mulch layers are normally 2 inches or 5.1 centimeters or more.
Also, there's not a lot of point to the soundboard because I can't hear it. I'm on the other side of the room.
They are applied at various times of the year, depending on the purpose. Towards the beginning of the growing season,
and I just realized the
serve
chat is blocking the skull.
To warm the soil.
Hey,
by
there we go.
Retain heat, which is lost during the night.
Yes.
Bradshaw's
let's
donated $5.
Let's blow our noisy load
and
early in the stream
of certain crops and encourages faster growth. As the season progresses, mulch stabilizes the soil temperature and moisture.
That kind
and
of works.
Prevents the growing of weeds.
Just to give you guys an idea while we're waiting for me to shut the fuck up about mulch.
In temperature climates, the effect of mulch is dependent upon the time of year
There's some of the stacks.
they are applied. And when applied in fall and winter, are used to delay the growth
to that stack of boxes
of perennial
plants,
and in the spring, or prevent
DVDs,
growth
Blu-rays, 4Ks,
winter
books,
during
comics,
warm spells, which limits
box sets, lots of box sets.
Damage.
So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Mulch upon soil moisture content is complex.
Yeah, I want to make
mulch
sure you guys can
forms a
see.
layer between the soil
That's not
and
bad.
the atmosphere, preventing sunlight from reaching the soil
maybe we
surface, thus reducing evaporation. However, mulch can also
no way for me to not
prevent
have it in
water
your face.
from
That's
reaching the soil by absorbing or blocking water from light rains.
Yes, the biggest mulch update. Poor Andy
In
is
order to
overloading.
maximize the benefits
God.
of mulch while minimizing its negative influences,
Oh,
it is
spooky!
often applied
The
in
terror
late
of
spring
mulch.
or early summer when soil
I'm sure
temperatures
everyone
have
starts
risen
screaming.
sufficiently.
When you hear the secret
but
word,
soil
scream real loud!
moisture content
Today's
is
secret word
still
is
relatively
mulch!
high. However, permanent mulch is also widely used and valued
question.
for its simplicity.
Are there any fans of Gru
as
the Wanderer in the house
popularized
by Sergio
author
Aragonés?
Ruth
Gru the
Stout,
Wanderer? Anybody?
who said, quote,
Well, if you
"My
are, and
way is
specifically if you
simply
read the
to
old Epic
keep
Comics
a
line
thick
back in the day,
mulch
you will
of
know where
any
mulch comes
vegetable
from.
matter that
and why that is a
rots
joke.
on both sides
never
of
dies
my
on my
vegetable
channel.
and flower garden all year long. As it decays and enriches the
Well, yes.
soils, I add more." End quote. Plastic mulch
Yeah, bits,
used in
super chats.
large-scale
I've sorted out the
commercial
YouTube shit,
production
by the way.
is
They're not
laid
taking
down
30%
with
of my earnings
a
anymore. Thank you very much.
tractor-drawn or
So,
standalone
whatever works for
layer
you, go nuts.
of plastic
Because,
mulch.
you know, I will appreciate
This
recovering
is
some of the
usually
funds
part
that I
of a
spent on all the stuff we're about to take a look
sophisticated
at.
mechanical process where raised beds
even
are
close yet?
formed, plastic is rolled out on top,
We're getting
and
there.
seedlings are transplanted through it. Drip irrigation is often required, with drip tape laid under the plastic, as plastic mulch is impermeable to water. Materials used as mulches vary and depend
This is
on a
fascinating.
number of factors. Use takes into consideration
I'm learning so
availability,
much about
cost,
mulch.
appearance, the effect it has on the soil, including
I'm so glad I got
chemical
dressed up for this.
reactions and pH, durability, combustibility,
Oh, here, look at
rate
my nice
of
outfit.
decomposition,
Yeah.
and
There you go.
how
Got
clean
the
it
frilly
is.
collars and
Some can contain weed
Yeah,
seeds
very nice.
or
Alright.
plant pathogens. A variety of materials are used as mulch, such as organic residues, grass clippings, leaves, hay, straw,
there we go. That should
kitchen
do.
scraps, comfrey,
Why would I mute the soundboard?
shredded
Dude,
bark,
Jail just
whole
paid
bark
a literal
nuggets,
$100 to
sawdust,
play that sound. Why would I
shells,
mute that?
wood chips, shredded newspaper,
The whole point
cardboard,
is
wool,
paying the troll
animal
tax, you see.
manure, etc. Many of these materials also act as a direct
I mean, yes, I can turn it off, but
compositing system,
why would I do that? It's
such
money.
as the mulch
I like money.
clippings of a mulching lawnmower
Kind of defeats the purpose
or
if you need
other organics applied as sheet compositing.
Compositing.
Composting. Not compositing. We're not talking about film production. We're talking about motherfucking mulch. God damn it.
Alright. Thank you very much for that, JL. Sorry that Curlatin had to miss it. Well, sucks to be him. Anyway. So. Where you got? Why am I? Hold on. Bless you. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to do something. Hold on. Why is this so janky? Hold on a second. Can I zoom back a bit? Yeah, I know. It's okay. Don't criticize the stream. The stream is not the priority. The video is. So I have you guys like here. Let me show you. Let me show you. I've got you as center as I possibly can without blocking my camera. This is the priority. This is where the YouTube video is being shot. So, I've got you guys literally like intertwined with the other tripod as close as I possibly can. And yeah, I'm. It's not going to be perfect. My main priority as far as the stream goes is just making sure you guys can see everything. So, yeah, it ain't going to be perfect. I'm not going to be in the center because you notice all that chat on the screen? Yeah, we don't want the chat to be blocking anything. So we're just going to put the chat over the old CRT TV now. Alright, and then we're going to... See, I had it set before where... Hold on. We angle down a bit. And there. And it's not going to be... Because you're actually at an angle. I can adjust it a little bit like that. But you're actually at an angle. So you notice the brick wall is off now. But if I straighten the brick wall, the table is off. Like there's literally no way to have both straight at this angle. So you're just going to have to live with it. Here, let me do this. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Bradshaw. Oh, okay. Now, are we able to pull back just a smidge? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. First, then you can see the edge of the brick wall. Hold on. Do that, maybe? How's that look? Now, see, now it's... How about that? Good enough. Alright, it ain't gonna be perfect, but we do what we can do. We got some ambience? Yes, excellent. Ambiance. Ambiance. Yeah, that's not too bad. Are we in sync? I think so. I think so. Yeah, that should be fine. Yes, everybody's off center. You're off center. You're off center. You're off center. Everybody's off center. All right. There we go. You can't even see the you can't even see the other lights. There's other lights in the front. I went to great pains to put them there, and you can't even see them. Oh well. That's okay. So, what do we got here? Is that all modern stuff? No. It's kind of a mix. So, basically, I more or less themed the tripod itself is fully crooked. I think that's what the problem is. I moved something. Hold on. Oh my god. Just stabbed me in the urethra. Right in the pee hole. Alright, there we go. I have not seen the new Frankenstein yet. I've been too busy. I haven't seen much of anything for like the past 4 months. I'll get around to it. See, now it doesn't. I don't know. I don't like that. No, sir. I don't like it. I don't know. It's at a strange angle, but that's okay. Alright, so how are we going to do this here? So let me just see how it looks on the main camera here. Yeah, main camera's perfect. Like when you see the YouTube video, it's bang on. Oh, a little more over there. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay. Well, off to a good start so far. Got a super chat and a big fat juicy soundboard. Oh, and a dono, actually. I think. Yeah. Not a bad start. We haven't even started the update yet. Alright, cool. So, what do we want to begin with? Well, I guess we'll kind of start at the front and work our way in. I don't see any other way we can really do it. Alright, so I just need to do the little intro for the... Hold on. Anyway, I'm streaming and filming, so... The joys of essentially having an in-home studio is you're at the whims of other people. Now that now it doesn't look right again. Like what? I just can't seem to win. I think I'm obsessing too much over how the stream looks. Hold on. Can we just a little bit? Yeah, see. For those of you who are late, let me just show you here. You see all the where is it? Stacks and stacks of stuff here? Yeah. There's a total of 24 stacks, and as you can see, some of them are as high as or higher than the table. We're going to basically just go through it a stack at a time. And it's probably going to take a few streams to get through everything because there's quite a lot. So, yeah. currently starring in a Swedish theatrical production of Frankenstein that's completely faithful to the novel. Nice. Excellent. Sounds good. I look forward to checking that out at some point whenever it's done. You have a Batman skin from Fortnite. Oh, Batman Beyond. Yeah, I heard that they had one. You watched 9 adaptations before the new one to see which is the most faithful. Then read the book. Found that the Hallmark miniseries is incredibly faithful. Terror of Frankenstein at 2. Really? 1994 is only really faithful plot-wise. It doesn't feature the philosophy that the book has. Well, yeah, but I mean, also bear in mind it's just crammed into a 2-hour movie, so there's only so much they can go into. 1994 is actually one of my favorite adaptations because it included a lot of stuff that up until that point had not been included in a lot of the other adaptations, in particular the stuff with the ship and the captain and stuff like that. So, yeah, very cool. Oh, you play the creature. Nice. That's an awesome role, especially if it's the one from the book. That's as Aidan was saying, is a lot of philosophy with the creature. So, 1977. I liked the. I've done a few videos about Frankenstein, as I'm sure you guys are aware. I really liked the Dan Curtis one, the 1973 one, which was again a rare take that portrayed the creature more sympathetically at the time, because at that point, I mean, we had essentially the Hammer films and the Universal films were the most well known, and but I enjoyed that one. The Hallmark one, the 2004 one, is absolutely the most faithful, and has a lot of stuff in it that actually none of the other adaptations do. So, quite a pleasant surprise, that one. Alec Newman was great as Victor, Luke Goss as the creature, Donald Sutherland as the ship captain. I forget his name. It's been so long since I've watched any of them. But yeah, so I'll watch the Del Toro one at some point. It's definitely high on my list. It's just a matter of time. The 1973 one, yeah. So, very cool. And yes, JL, Terry is finally in Fortnite. Huzzah. I still haven't seen much of Batman Beyond, even though I have the DVD set, and JL actually sent me the Blu-ray set. So, I'll get around to it one of these days. Alright, so, we're not just doing this as a live stream, we're also filming the YouTube version. So, yeah. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Says, Dear Sean, thanks for the shout out. I adore hearing you talk about the horror classics. I wish you could have seen the play over here in Sweden. Very cool. Oh, theatrical as in for the theater. I see. I thought it was a movie. I was all excited. It's like, oh, Anton's going to be in a movie as the creature. But that's cool. Stage is cool, too. Hopefully it was filmed, and maybe we'll get to see a video of it at least at some point. But, yeah, very cool. Yeah, for me, I started sort of diving into the Frankenstein movies a few years back, a few Halloweens back. And I actually started by reading the book, specifically the original 1818 version, and which at the time I think was, well, I guess it had been around for a little bit. Well, it had been around since 1818, but I mean, like in the, sort of rediscovered, as it were, because the 1831 version was the most common for a long time, which is the one that, of course, Mary Shelley went back and reworked because, the men's at the time complained that there were too many effeminate qualities to the original, so she manlied it up a bit. Whatever. So anyway, yeah, that's the 1818 version is actually the only one I've read all the way through. I just kind of skimmed through the other one. I'm like, well, I want the original. I want it the way she originally intended it to be. So, so it's interesting to me to see which film adaptations are the most faithful, and also which version they draw upon more. I think the 2004 one actually drew more on the 1818, if I remember correctly. So it was pretty cool. Send you some footage? Yeah, for sure. I definitely look forward to seeing that. 9 adaptations is a lot. Dracula is... well, yeah. Because with Dracula, all you got to do is dress up in some nice gothic clothing and you're good to go. It's a lot simpler effects and makeup-wise. But just look like a stately Victorian gentleman and you'll be good to go. All right. So, we have a lot to get through. And as much as I'd love to just shoot the shit all day, we're on a mission here. We're on a mission. My sleep schedule has not been great either, so I don't know how long my energy is going to last, but we'll try to get through at least a few stacks a day. I also want to get through... what do you mean catching up with some Supernatural? You've seen it 8 billion times. Oh my god, Jill, I don't care what streaming service Supernatural is on. You own it on physical media. Just watch it when you want. And you're complaining about there being ads. You watch your DVDs or your Blu-rays. No ads. I don't understand your obsession with the streaming services. Anyway, carrying on. Yes. So I need to do an intro for the YouTube video. Lovely. We recording? Yes. By the way, the Halloween ambiance we have in the background is from one of my all-time favorite Halloween sound effects and music and ambiance CDs. So, hope you enjoy. I tried to put it on fairly quiet, so it's just kind of quietly in the background. Just wait for the background noise to stop. And then the fridge comes on, of course. I haven't actually thought of what I'm going to say. I should probably think of what I'm going to say. It's been a while since we did one of these. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the biggest horror update ever. It's a pretty bold statement. Well, I'm a man of my word. I intend to live up to it. So, over the course of the past year or so, I have been amassing new things for the horror collection, be it DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, books, comics, even some more decor, and some more outfits to wear for horror videos and the like. New backdrop, new lighting, new everything, new camera. So, yeah. And, well, I ordered so much stuff over the course of the past year or so. It was about a year and a half, actually, since the summer of 2024. And some of the stuff in this update predates that even, like just things that I just kept on the shelves and just never did the updates. So my good old ADHD brain ended up getting a little overwhelmed because packages just kept coming in. New stuff kept coming in. And I kept not doing the update videos. So now we have 24 stacks of stuff to do. The update to end all updates. So, in deference to the different ways people prefer to consume their content, we're going to do this update 2 different ways. What are you doing? Why did you come out as soon as I start? And I got a nice flow going.
I'm hungry. How long do I put pizza in for?
I don't know, 10 minutes.
Okay.
How's it going, everybody? How you doing? You doing good? You push the little red button there and stop the video. Don't bump the camera or anything, just push it. It's over on... Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Cat. Marvelous! Yes, Hunter says now we just need the phone to ring. Yes.
Don't jinx it, Hunter.
So anyway, I already filmed a little insert shot of kind of a flyover of the stacks that I'll put in there, and it will be kind of fuzzed out like the witness protection program, so it's not to give too much stuff away. And yeah, good times. And greetings, Adrian James. Am I still celebrating Halloween? Well, I don't know. What do you think? What does this look like to you? Do you really need me to answer that question? Yes. One thing that will be revealed in the Halloween special, which is still coming, by the way. This isn't the Halloween special, by the way. This is in addition to the Halloween special. I was hoping we could get it out by Christmas, but this update is going to be consuming my life for a little bit, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. So, well, at the very least, we'll try to get it out early in the new year. I don't care if it's late. I don't care at this point. I just want to get it done.
It'll be next year's Halloween special.
No, it's not going to be next year's Halloween special. But for next year's Halloween special, we're going to get a little bit of an earlier start on it, I think. Because this one has been crazy. Actually, funny enough, Rosie is even wearing her Halloween pants.
Yeah, I'm wearing my like
Halloween
pumpkin PJ pants.
There you go. Yeah.
You got like pumpkins and
You
bats
can
on
kind
them.
of see there. So, hi. Hello, my little interrupting monster.
Hello.
Don't stress the viewers out. They're not drowning. She just wants to push buttons.
That's 2 minutes long?
Well, yeah, it's the pipe level from Super Mario 3. Stop. Marvelous!
Oh, I hit is this?
Don't touch that one.
Okay.
That's just...
Okay.
Stop pushing all the buttons. Are you done? Stop it! It's not your fidget toy. It is the control panel for the stream.
What does the Cybertruck one do?
Plays
1,
the
2,
Cybertruck
3, 4,
song.
Cybertruck. Driving out some stuff and then it's stuck.
Always driven by a stupid fuck.
It is the Cybertruck. It is the Cybertruck.
My ears!
Yes, Andy is
Andy and
imploding. Yes. Have I been watching the War Between the Land and Sea series? No. Dude, I haven't been watching anything. I've been working on all the videos. I need to get this update done, and I need to get the Halloween special done before I can really sit down and watch stuff. The only thing I've been watching is Rebus. Anybody out there know what Rebus is? It's a Scottish mystery series based on a series of novels. Rebus, anybody? Yes? No? Alright. Anyway. What are you doing now, Church? Oh my god. This is why I tend to film in the middle of the night, is because everybody's asleep, everybody or out, or just otherwise not being distracting. Vermin knows Rebus. Okay.
Church is drinking his
Yes.
water
Anyway.
and being autistic.
Great. Can I talk to the viewers now, please?
No.
Anyway, so I picked up the DVD set of the early 2000s series that they did, which adapts 13 of the books. There's 25 books total, in case you're wondering. So it adapts about half of them. I don't think they had all come out yet at that point. He was still writing them. I swear, Eclipse, if you start bumping into shit and chewing on wires, Eclipse just bolted into the room. Yeah, so anyway, I picked up the DVD set, the Region 2 DVD set of the entire series. So I finished watching the first series, which starred John Hannah as Detective Inspector Rebus. And a lot of people said they didn't like that series as much because his portrayal of the character was a little different from kind of how they visualized him from the books. Series 2 onward, they kind of retooled the series and had Ken Stott take over the role. And Ken Stott is generally seems to be the fan favorite because he's more like the how people visualized him from the books, I guess. I really like both of them, honestly, but they are tonally very different. The first series, which is 4 feature-length episodes, was very dark, which of course I loved. And then, the rest of them are dark too, but there's a little bit more humor. Like the characterization of Rebus is a little more, I don't know, not quite as serious. And cat's drinking. Anyway, yeah. Oh my god, I was trying to get my power cord up for my laptop before my laptop battery died, and just as I began reaching for it, that Sonic Drowning music started playing. Oh my god. Yes. Sorry about all that, guys. Hopefully we will have some peace and quiet now. Cat's just licking into oblivion over there having a drink. And, yeah. Just gonna wait for all the interruptions to chillax, and then we can get back to it. You know what, maybe, how long have we been going? About an hour. Why don't we take a short break? You can enjoy some funny clips that are completely unrelated to anything we're doing today, and we'll come back and pick up where we left off. Alright, don't touch that dial. We've barely just begun. Lots more to come your way, and the stuff that you're here for, the big update, when we come back. Alright, see you shortly.
See? Carlatin can't even type it without...
I can't mute the microphone from here. One thing I can't do.
Croon loquaciously. There you go. Oh, oh yeah, I remember this one. Fuck! Nah! What is even happening? Ouch! Oh my god! I'm gonna have no time to deal with the fucking boss. How do I... Fuck! Where did it go now? Wait, man, I'm in zero gravity. Just chase it. There it is.
My main issue with episode 9 is how cowardly and toxic, crowd servicey, and uninspired. Like, as much as I loathe episode 2, I think episode 9 is my least fave of 9 films. Wow. You said that so dramatically, Jonkler.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Now, for fuck's sake. Did you call him Chody? Chody. Oh my god. That was amazing. Best typo ever.
We're being raided. Datanoi mouse block. That's how I read that.
Another one of these accounts that was created like 2 days ago. Really wish these trolls would stop quacking at me. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a short break. I'll be back. Enjoy. Some clips, that is.
Make your browser fast.
Jesus. Didn't even mean to play anything when I came in. Just fuck off. Fuck off. Everything fuck off. Jesus. Hold on, can we see that?
Make your browser fast.
didn't even mean to play anything when I came in. Fuck off. Fuck off. Everything fuck off. Yeah. What? And then he walks into the fan. Oh my god. The Hulk lighting. Yeah, it's just kind of big. I guess it is purple and green, isn't it? So you got green skin, purple pants. There you go. Hulk lights. Ah!
You're floating away.
In isolation. So
Oh.
I would have been like 13.
Well, yeah, I have the stream of it somewhere. Like I have the original video. Oh my god. I felt the bass from that one. Like vibrated the floor. Went into the cat tree and just rippled along the floor.
Come on.
Oh. Where is it?
Hold on.
Sorry, forgot there's music with that. Yeah. I came over here for a reason. What did I come over here for? I'm so confused. Something I was thinking of doing. Oh, Jesus. Is that you? Cat. What? No, come on, get out, get away from the wires. I had to rearrange the whole living... Oh, I came over here to start the camera, that's what it was. Yeah, right. That would help, eh? Let me see here. Maybe... Can you get away from my feet? Thank you. Ah! You'll see what I'm doing in a sec. Just hold on. Just hold on. Excuse me. I got this very nice little table that we can use. I think maybe I put it over here, and I can kind of bring a stack over and put some stuff on it, and then everything's kind of within reach, right? So, stack number 1. Just make sure you can't see them in the camera. I don't think you can. You guys might be able to see a little bit. Barely. Good. And nope, you can see them in the camera. Well, shit. How's that gonna work? Can I move it over more? Yeah, I can move it over more. Anyway, yeah, I had to... Oh. Hey, Blaze!
Blaze F donated $10. I'm officially now 38 years old today. Happy birthday to me and Merry Spooky Christmas to you, Sean. You look very dapper.
Well, happy birthday to you, good sir, and thank you for the dono. Appreciate that. By the way, anybody wanting to contribute to the stream, you'll find the link at the top of the chat. That's both on the Twitch and YouTube side. Otherwise, on YouTube, you can do, I guess, super chats. Bradshaw did one earlier. On Twitch, you can do bits. You can do the soundboard. You can do subscriptions. Subs give you an ad-free experience. I made sure that was a perk, so you're welcome. If I can find a way to do that on the YouTube side, I will. I guess the memberships would be the equivalent there. I haven't set any of that up yet, so I've been slacking. I don't know what perks I would offer. I feel like if I'm going to do memberships, I need to offer perks. I don't know that ad-free is one I can offer on the YouTube side. I'd like to. But I don't know if that's possible. I know I can give you like emotes and stuff, but you know, cats, please, can you not be going bananas right now? Church, what are you doing? I just see Church's tail all floofed up. What? What do you want? He's under the table, sniffing around at the wires. Okay, come on, can you get away from that, please? We don't have the Christmas tree, but I have this very, like, fragile setup. I mean, this is just a basic ass table covering. I just thought, you know, it's nice and Halloween-y, and I like that it's kind of irregular. It's a little more, you know, interesting. The angle in the video is you can't actually see too much of the table, but the idea is, yeah, just give one away here. So the idea is I can put the stuff here, and it will be in focus for the camera. I'm actually filming everything in 8K, and then you know, everything will be rendered and mastered in 4K, which means filming in 8K means I can do a nice digital zoom on the stuff that I'm showing. The whole idea was to set everything up so that I had to do a minimal of moving things around. And yeah, but it would give me some freedom in the editing. So so basically the focal point goes right to about here, and I have there's a little thing on the camera that tells me if it's in focus or not. Yeah, that seems to be about right. I was going to put a piece of like tape or something on the table, but I don't think I need to. It's just sort of the edge of the thing. Anyway, whatever, you don't care about that. But that means I can zoom in and you guys can get a bit of a better look. Now, all of this stuff, this is just going to be the update. So,
Warcation just
hey,
resubscribed for 3 months. Hello, hugging face emoji. My good sir, how are you doing?
thank you for the sub. There you go. See, now Warcation gets an ad-free experience on Twitch. There you go. And some goofy emotes of my face. Please spread them everywhere because that's, you know, a fun form of promoting the stream. But, yeah, so this will basically just be a very quick and dirty update because we got so much stuff to cover, and the main goal here is just to kind of get the updates up to date. Get all these things up on the shelves and into their forever homes and reorganize the whole. And then I can I could go mad, I swear. And then I can finish the Halloween special. Because part of the thing with the Halloween special is I'm supposed to use my spooky vampire powers to reorganize the collection with just a flourish of my hand. But of course, we know real life doesn't work that way. So in order to create the moment of magic, we need to get the update done. I need to put everything on the shelves, need to clean everything up in there, and then we can do, you know, those shots of the collection. And I can finish the freaking Halloween special. It's just been, like, my life for the past 4 months. And then you guys can see it.
I'm insane with anger!
And, yeah, that'll be cool. Thank you for all the bits, JL. Already, January is looking very good. But, yeah. Alright, cool. So 24 stacks of stuff of varying size. Now, some of them are like box sets and whatnot. So the box sets will just count as one item. Oh, yeah, and the other thing is, once we get the update done, then we can start. Jesus Christ. One of the few I also have here. Anyway. Hello, Godzilla. Once we get all those done, then we can start doing closer looks and unboxings. So I got a shit ton of box sets that I really want to dive into and start watching everything, but I also want to do a closer look for you guys to show you like the contents of the sets and stuff. But I've been a good boy and I haven't opened any of them. Well, I might have opened a couple of them, but I haven't opened most of them, so that we can all enjoy the unboxings together. And then we'll just go straight into a closer look from there. So expect a freaking avalanche of closer looks. The other thing I should mention is we're going to do this update in two forms. I started to mention this earlier. Actually, we'll do this for the video because I can't film the soundboard. I appreciate the bits, but can you space it out a bit? Because we're trying to talk here, so thank you. Fuck, what was I even talking about? Yes. I don't remember if I had the shades on or not in the last shot. That's okay. And now the cat's coming over. And you wonder why I haven't been doing behind the scenes streams lately? This is why. Because trying to run the stream, film a video, and deal with all just the chaos is too much. Anyway. In deference to those of you who like to consume your content in different... Am I just hallucinating the soundboard now? Like, I'm going crazy. In deference to those of you who like to consume your content in different ways, I will be presenting this ultimate horror update of Doom in two ways. First will be just a massive video of absolutely everything. So the ginormous supercut to end all supercuts, which is probably going to be about 12 hours in length. I don't know. If you're watching that version now, look at the running time and, you'll see for yourself how long it ended up being. In addition to that, and of course I will be putting chapter marks in, so you don't have to watch all 12 hours of it in one go. You can just kind of skip to the parts you want to see or pick up where you left off if YouTube forgot or whatever. In addition to that, we're also going to chop it up into individual segments. So each stack or each section, I guess, will have its own individual video too. So for those of you who don't want to wade through a massive 12-hour video with or without chapter markers, doesn't matter, I don't like big videos, we'll have little smaller ones for you as well. And yes. And those will have an exclusive intro that isn't in the supercut. Oh! So you'll have to watch everything if you want to see everything. Well, the only difference will be it'll be another little intro like this. You won't miss any of the actual update stuff. I mean, I figured the amount of time it's taken to accumulate all this stuff, the amount of money I spent on all of it, why not milk the content for all it's worth, right? So, yeah. Then once we get all the updates done, that's when we can start doing And once we get all the updates done, that's when we can start doing unboxings and closer looks. Because there's a lot of box sets and big deluxe editions and such that I've been a very good boy and have not opened yet. So I want to save that for you guys. And we can start getting going with that. And we can start, And we can start getting all of those done. So kind of what I'm thinking is we'll post the big supercut first. Just kind of get that out of the way. Then we'll start posting the individual videos over the course of like a month. And then staggered in between all of those, we'll also be doing the update. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then staggered in between those, we'll also be doing the unboxings and closer looks. So there's just going to be so much stuff coming your way. Oh, and there's video games too. I've still got the rest of The Thing and Dead Space. Finally finished editing them, by the way. They're all done. So once you see this, you can also expect those. So you're going to have this update, and then you'll have the individual videos of the updates, then you'll have the unboxings and closer looks, you'll have every remaining episode of The Thing and Dead Space, as well as clips from The Thing and Dead Space. I have been working around the clock to just get a ton of stuff ready for you guys, and I think you're going to have a great time. So can't wait to unleash it on the world. Just got to make sure everything's done and ready first. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, without any further ado, let us begin the biggest horror update ever. Today on the Multimedia Chronicles. I forgot to move this over, didn't I? That's okay. We'll just move it over a little bit. Ow, ow, ow. I'm old. Ow, ah. As I just keel over dead from a heart attack before we even start. Alright, we're good. Welcome back. Well, as much as I love the ambient lighting we have going on here, it's going to make it kind of difficult to see things. So I think we're just going to switch this over to... Which one is it? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? There we go. Just a little bit of white light. Not too intrusive, not too bright, but bright enough that you'll be able to see things. Alright, well, let's start at the top. We got stack number 1 here. So first off, we have Prey. Yes, the Predator movie taking place in the olden days, set in the Comanche Nation. Yeah, I have not actually watched this yet. I've heard just nothing but good things about it. This actually has a full Comanche audio track as well, in addition to English, Spanish, and French. And yeah, I've heard it's great, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. Just haven't got around to it yet. Yeah, great stuff. And I think the slipcover is... Oh, yeah, and this is, of course, the Canadian edition. So, Prey, or Proy. Yeah, anyway, there we go. Very nice. Now, we're not going to be spending too long taking a look at everything, and we're not going to be spending too long taking a look at everything and talking about them, because it would just take forever. So, it's just going to be quick and dirty. We'll stack them up as we go, I guess. Here, I'll put my water over here, and we'll just kind of stack them there. Next up, we have... Oh, yes, this is one I've heard a lot of good things about. You know I'm a sucker for all things Frankenstein. Well, picked up the 4K edition of Lisa Frankenstein, which I've heard is an absolute blast, basically comedy horror, in which I believe a girl basically builds her own boyfriend, Frankenstein style, so that's pretty cool. And this was a, where did I get this from? This was a UK release, I guess. Yes, rated 15, contains strong violence, bloody images, and crude humor. Oh, that's my favorite. So, nice slipcover, and 4K edition there. Very nice. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. I think the slipcover is the same. Yeah, it's basically the same, but nice matte finish on that. So looking forward to checking that out. I thought this might make a fun double bill with Frankenhooker, which is one I picked up a while ago and still haven't watched. So maybe I'll do a double bill. Watch Lisa Frankenstein and Frankenhooker. I think that would be a good time. Now this is, I should mention, by the way, this stack here is basically just recent stuff that I got. Or, you know, some fairly, you know, recent movies, like modern horror and stuff. Is this the modern horror one? I can't remember. I think it's a mix. Some of the stacks will be kind of random. So next up we have, this came out fairly recently. This is the Arrow Video, the Arrow Video Special Edition 4K of The Cell with Jennifer Lopez and Vince Vaughn. Not Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn and Vincent D'Onofrio. Sorry, it has both of the Vinces in it. Anyway, I had the old Blu-ray of this, and I thought it was, it was okay, but you could tell, like, it wasn't like a spectacular transfer or anything. It was like an okay transfer. But looking at the visuals in this, it's been long overdue for a remaster for a very long time. So leave it to Arrow to step up and bring us the edition we've been waiting for, and in 4K no less. Quite a lot of extras on here. We've got 2 different cuts of the movie. So we got, 3 different cuts of the movie. You got the theatrical cut, the director's cut, and then on disc 2 you've got an alternate version, Blu-ray only by the way for that one, which is a previously unseen version of the theatrical cut, and then of course just tons and tons of extras as well. Very cool. Next up we have I Saw the TV Glow. I went into this one totally blind. I gotta say, I honestly feel that, and I don't say this lightly, but I honestly feel we're in a bit of a horror renaissance right now. We're seeing a lot of up-and-coming directors just bringing us some incredibly original and genuinely interesting and unique stuff. This is no exception. I'll just come right out and say it. This is one hell of an in-your-face trans allegory. Holy shit. And it does not pull any punches. Basically, portraying the trans experience as a horror movie, essentially. And it's brilliant. It's so well done. I cannot recommend this enough. It's absolutely amazing. And who directed this was Jane Schoenbrunn. Yeah, and she's doing she's already making huge waves in the horror world. She's got another movie in the works right now, and I absolutely loved this. I had no idea what to expect going in. I had no idea it was a big trans allegory, but man, was this ever something. Really enjoyed this a lot, and definitely one that I will be revisiting. Next up, I loved the video game of this, and when I heard there was a movie, I was like, hell yeah, sign me up. We got Until Dawn. Yeah. If you were wondering why this past Halloween I posted all my other playthroughs of Until Dawn, I posted my original playthrough a few years back, but I actually played it through 2 more times, trying to do a perfect run, and got very, very close. So close. I think I lost 1 character out of everybody, but everybody else made it to the end. So, hooray, a mostly good run. And then I did my everybody's an asshole run, where I just tried to get everyone killed as quickly as possible and picked all the jerkiest responses and all the dialogue options. I just want everyone to be really cranky and antagonistic with each other. So, that's what I called my everyone's a jerk and dies run, or something like that. Anyway, you can see those on my YouTube channel. I made them public recently. And I also posted some new clips and some extended clips of some of the funny moments that I hope everyone enjoyed. All 12 of you who watched them. Anyway, heard there was a movie coming out, wanted to check it out, and picked up the 4K. And what did I think of the movie? Well, I'll just give you my mini review. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. This one, they didn't just straight up adapt the story from the game, but rather they took kind of a fresh take on it. It's almost like a time loop movie. And there's some really fun ideas in here, and it does have a lot of little nods to things from. If you're familiar with the game, there's little nods to it that I think were quite appropriate. And I really enjoyed this a lot. And it has a few different, a handful of extras, kind of some fluff piece extras, honestly. But Yeah, I just wanted to check something here. I can't remember. Peter Stormare is in it. Not as the same character he played in the game, which is interesting, but an important character, not just a throwaway cameo or anything. I was trying to remember if Larry Fessenden showed up in this as well, because he's in the game, but I don't think he was in this one. But anyway, if you liked the game, I recommend the movie. Just don't expect to see the story of the game. Yes, the Wendigo is in it, but the way things play out is different from the game. I mean, honestly, the game's like, 10 hours long or whatever. You just can't cram that complex of a story into a movie. So, it's fun. It still has the same spirit to it, and I really enjoyed this a lot. So I will definitely be revisiting that one as well. Next up, another modern horror movie that I've heard nothing but good things about. We have Talk to Me. Yeah, which I gather is... I don't want to say it's like the monkey's paw, but it's like I haven't watched it yet. It's still sealed. But I heard it was really good. It's something like you can talk to the dead by putting their name on this hand or something like that. Anyway, sounds really cool. And I am really loving this modern horror era that we're in, honestly. There's just so much like original, interesting stuff. I think it's just the same. Yeah, it's the same cover again. But, yeah, you kind of get the idea. And then next up, another one I've heard nothing but good things about. We have Sinners. Yeah, which is supposed to be fantastic. Michael B. Jordan. Is it, Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther and Creed. I mean, yeah, guy's got it going on. So very nice matte finish slipcover there. And I think, again, it's just the same, it's just the same cover inside. So, so looking forward to checking out Sinners. I have heard it is fantastic. And this is just straight up the 4K, no Blu-ray included. Next up, one of the few Robert Eggers films I haven't seen. We have The Northman. Yeah, I need to get off my butt and watch this one. I have loved every Robert Eggers movie I have seen so far, which would be, The Witch, and I'm sure I've seen another one of his. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I love the movies of his that I have seen and wanted to see more of them. So I've heard that The Northman is fantastic and look forward to checking it out. Actually, maybe we'll do them this way so you kind of see the spines building up as we go. I think you can kind of see them there. Sure, that works. Next up, what is this one? I say a lot of things I just bought because I was on the boutique label sites, and I gotta say, whoever writes the copy for a lot of the boutique labels, like Arrow and Umbrella and Second Sight and all of them, they know how to get you just from writing some really compelling copies. Like, damn, that sounds like the best movie ever, and you just have to get it. So I think this was one of the ones that I picked up that just had amazing copy. Plus, I do like me some ancient Egypt based horror and mythology and stuff like that. We have The Sacred Spirit by Chema Garcia Ibarra. So I think it's a Spanish film. Yes, it's Spanish. So, beware of false gods. Just quickly read the back here. So, the uncanny, the unsettling, and the unexpected combine to devastating effect in The Sacred Spirit. This is a film from, from 2021. Actually, it's not that old. it feels like from the cover, it feels like it's an older one. Like, some obscure gem from the VHS days. But no, it's actually not that old. The extraordinary debut feature from Spanish writer-director Chema Garcia Ibarra. So, again, another up-and-coming director breaking new ground with the horror genre. A missing girl, a community in shock. Jose Manuel lives a quiet life. He works in his modest tapas bar, takes care of his elderly mother, and attends weekly meetings of the OVNI Levante, a group of devoted UFO enthusiasts who gather after hours at the office of a local estate agent to exchange information about extraterrestrial messages and alien abductions. When their leader dies unexpectedly, only Jose is left to know the cosmic secret that could alter the future of humanity, and only Jose knows what he must do. As if Ken Loach and Aki Kaurismäki remade the X-Files, The Sacred Spirit is a provocative, humane, and unsparing vision that marks the arrival of a unique new voice in genre cinema. How could I say no to that? That sounds fucking awesome. So, yeah, The Sacred Spirit, beautiful collector's edition from Arrow. Looking forward to checking that out. You're going to hear me say, looking forward to checking that out a lot. If someone wants to do a supercut of how many times I say, looking forward to checking that out, feel free to do so and send me the link. Next up, well, you know that we've had Emily in the collection for a while, the beautiful animatronic that Rose picked up from Spirit Halloween last year. You've seen her appear in several videos and streams over the past while, because she's just an amazing animatronic. And, well, I've never seen the movie that she's from, which is, of course, The Corpse Bride, with Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, because, well, it's Tim Burton, so it's always Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. Anyway, I've never seen the movie. I've heard it's great. I love the animatronic. I think it's just an amazing piece. And, yeah. So we'll make sure we have Emily plugged in so she can watch the movie with us. I think that's only fair. And then, she won't kill us in our sleep. Next up, we have Beyond the Gates. Another one that I think I just picked up sight unseen. This one's from 2016. Has Barbara Crampton, classic, horror legend. I think this is... from IFC Midnight, so it's another independent film we have. Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, I just went so crazy with buying stuff. A lot of it was just kind of impulse purchases in and around all the stuff that I was actually going after. So there'll be a few that I'll be kind of puzzled, like, oh, I got that? What was that again? So expect a lot of that in this update. So I'll read the backs of those to you just so we can see. But yeah, this one sounds like a lot of fun. So welcome, curious viewers. Have you the courage to go beyond the gates? After their father's unexplained disappearance, two estranged brothers, Responsible Gordon, Graham Skipper, and Reckless John, Chase Williamson, reunite to sift through the contents of his stubbornly anachronistic VHS rental store. I mean, you had me at VHS rental store, come on. Among the inventory, they find an old interactive VCR board game. Doubly have me at interactive VCR board game. I love those old things. I have a bunch of them. Intrigued, the brothers pop in the tape and soon discover that this video is no ordinary game, but a portal to a nightmarish alternate reality. Nightmarish alternate realities? Sold! One with deadly consequences for anyone who dares to press play. And the camera just stopped. Hold on. Camera only runs for 30 minutes at a time. Let me just go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Camera only records for 30 minutes at a time, and I have to go all the way to the other side of the room to start it again. I need to get a remote control or something. Anyway,
Wait.
What?
I was waiting for you to break so I could get my stuff from the couch.
Don't touch anything. Thank you.
Ow. That's why my jacket wasn't fucking here, is because I brought it home with me. Idiot. I was like, oh, you guys didn't put my rain jacket in my bag. It was like, it's because I fucking wore it home.
You were wearing it.
Oh no.
You came home wearing it.
And then they're like, oh, we didn't see it. Like, I don't know where it could be. car somewhere.
It's like...
No.
Have you seen my glasses? I can't find my glasses anywhere. Where the heck did I put my glasses? Yeah. Anyway. Alright. Okay. Sorry, the camera stops after every 30 minutes. I don't know any way to make it not do that. But that's okay. We'll just it gives me a big, angry alert on the screen, so even with my glasses off, I can see it. Intrigued, the brothers pop in the tape and soon discover that this video is no ordinary game, but a portal to a nightmarish... A portal? Nightmarish alternate reality. One with deadly consequences for anyone who dares to press play. Featuring horror legend Barbara Crampton from Reanimator and From Beyond. From Beyond is so good. I reviewed that one a while back. Beyond the Gates is a retro cool tale. Retro! Quadruply sold! Of Hex, Dies, and Videotape. I see what you did there. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. That's one I need to pick up. All-time great movie. James Spader is amazing in that. Everybody's amazing in that. Beyond the Gates, retro cool tale of Hex, Dies, and Videotape from director Jackson Stewart. There you go. So, yeah, that's, again, just sounded like a blast, and I'm there. Next up. Oh, I watched this one as soon as we got it. Five Nights at Freddy's. See, it's taken me so long to do this update. The sequel's out now. Need to pick that up. I don't know if it's out on 4K yet, but I will pick it up. I was a little annoyed that the, well, you can see the slipcover got kind of crunched in transit, but anyway. Well, I mean, I don't need to introduce, everybody knows what Five Nights at Freddy's are, but very nice, little bit of texturing on the slipcover, something we don't see very often these days, except from some of the higher-end boutique labels like Vinegar Syndrome, but very nice. And, yeah, same cover underneath. Yeah, I thought this was okay. I thought it was kind of light on the horror, honestly, and it definitely went hard with the lore. There's a lot of lore dumping in this. But you also have Matthew Lillard as what's-his-face / Springtrap. Yeah, and he's great. He's always great. I love that. I love when he gets to play sort of villainous characters and kind of tap into his crazy a little bit, because he's always been really good at playing those sort of crazy characters and whatnot. If you ever see Twin Peaks: The Return, he has one of the most memorable scenes in cinematic history in that. Absolutely amazing. Love Matthew Lillard. Anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's, good stuff. I really like that whole franchise. Rose loved that, by the way. She went and saw it in theaters and even dressed up for it and stuff. There's a clip somewhere on my Twitch, I think, where she sort of gives her capsule review of the movie. Yeah, so anyway, looking forward to seeing the second one. Next up, we have Don't Knock Twice. Now, you guys might remember I played a game called Don't Knock Twice. Now, the game was kind of based on the legend of the Baba Yaga, and it had basically the same text and the same cover, like for the poster art. So I'm wondering if the game is connected to this, or if this is connected to the game, or it was like the anniversary or something of the legend of the Baba Yaga, and everybody was just doing Baba Yaga stuff, or I don't know. Anyway, this one has... Is this one the Baba Yaga, or is this just something completely different? It doesn't say. It just says, a relentless force. Oh, rooted in the real world, but dipping its toes into a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. Okay, well, local legends boring. Oh, the vengeance of a relentless child-stealing witch. Yes, that sounds like the Baba Yaga, maybe. I don't know if they actually name her, but anyway, it has Katie Sackhoff in it, so, you know, Battlestar Galactica's 2004 version of Starbuck. And she was also, I think she was also in Stargate as well. Anyway, very cool. I look forward to that. I love a good spin on the old Baba Yaga tale. Next up we have a pair of very happy films, Smile and Smile 2. Yes, I waited so long to do this update that the second one came out after I picked up the first one. I still haven't watched either of them, but looking forward to having a double bill. I have seen some pictures of the Smile creature that is just, because I belong to a number of practical effects user groups, so they tend to just show stuff. So spoiler, I guess, but beyond that, beyond like seeing the demonic creature or whatever, I don't know anything else about it other than there's a bunch of creepy smiling people, and yeah. So beyond that, I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the rules are. So I'm looking forward to double featuring these at some point. With my biggest grin. Is there any difference in the? The cover for the inside is the same as the slipcover, and those are both 4K, of course. Next up, we have Longlegs. Yeah, I unironically love Nicolas Cage. I think he's like one of the most sort of unique and daring actors who likes to challenge himself in ways that maybe the director didn't necessarily ask for, but you get an interesting performance. So when I heard that he was, playing kind of a Hannibal Lecter type serial killer kind of thing, and there's like this murder mystery going on, and also what I didn't expect was the girl, the main character in this doing the investigation is very neurospicy, which I loved, honestly, because that's definitely my vibe, and being neurospicy myself. So, yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. I watched this almost as soon as it came in, one of the few that I just couldn't wait to jump into. I think I was just kind of in a true crime mode at the time, and, get some Nicolas Cage action, and there you go. And they really hyped up the whole idea of him being like super unsettling in the role. And was he? Yeah, I'd say so. But I mean, I don't think anything could have lived up to the level of hype that they had surrounding that at the time. Next up, oh dear, that's not good. Maybe I should open this one up because I don't like having discs rattling around. We have Imaginary. Who doesn't love a story about a killer teddy bear or whatever this is? I don't know. It just looked cool and creepy, and yeah, he's not imaginary and he's not your friend. Oh, from Blumhouse, producers of Five Nights at Freddy's and Megan. Excellent. We'll talk about Megan a little later. May have just spoiled something. Anyway, let me just open this up real quick because I do not like having discs rattling around in the case. Well, so much for no unboxings. We're unboxing Imaginary. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hold on. I gotta do these quickly because... There. Just put that over there for now. There we go. Oh, okay. I like this. So, wow, we have the Blu-ray and the DVD. It says you will never, ever leave. Cool. Sold. Well, now that I've opened it, I can watch it. Anyway, looks good. I love stuff about creepy, toys and things like that. Next up, I've been wanting to check this one out for ages. I heard it was great. It's a callback to like 70s giallo type films. Well, maybe not giallo specifically, but like 70s supernatural horror and things like that. We have The Love Witch. Yeah. There's a few different editions of this. This seemed to be the best one because it includes an entire second film from the same director that has a similar kind of 70s aesthetic and so forth. So, yeah, and I think it's actually in continuity with The Love Witch. Yeah. Visual style that pays tribute to Technicolor thrillers of the 60s. The Love Witch explores female fantasy and the repercussions of pathological narcissism.
That's the connection!
I have unfortunately had some experience with a few narcissists in my life, so I'm sure I will relate to far too much of this. Yeah, so it includes The Love Witch and also includes Viva, which I believe is is the one before. I'm going to have to see. I don't know if it really matters what order you watch them in. But anyway, the two are sort of peripherally connected at the very least, apparently. But I was really curious to see it because of the aesthetic of it, where how it really has this kind of 60s, 70s Technicolor vibe to it, and even like the makeup and costumes and production design and so forth is very much of that classic era. So, very cool. Next up, we got Krampus, the Naughty Cut. Yes. I love Krampus. It's, you know, I mean, I love a good horror movie for Christmas. And, you know, make it a horror monster movie, even better. Plus, I love the fact that basically all the effects in this were practical effects and just really had this visceral quality to it. It's also a freaking hilarious movie. It's like, it's... What I would say is like a horror comedy more than a comedy horror. You know what I mean? It puts more emphasis on the horror side of it, but it's also very funny. You know, like American Werewolf in London, for example, I would call a horror comedy because it's got the horror elements to it, which are, you know, front and center, but it's also very funny, but in a way that just kind of feels natural, you know, with the characters. This is like that. It's got that vibe to it. And yeah, this one, the frickin' slipcover just got annihilated. So, but I'm not about to buy it again, and it's too late for a refund. So, anyway, Krampus, the Naughty Cut, which is the full uncut, unrated version. And I should mention, this does not include the theatrical cut. It is only the Naughty Cut. I don't know why. It's unusual for that to be the case. Usually they include both in those cases. Next up, we have The Editor. This was another one that I read the copy and just really liked the sound of it. So I'll just give you a quick look at the back there as well. So this is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack from Scream Factory. When did this come out? What does it say? 2015? Okay, so it's, again, it has the vibe of an older movie, but it's not that old. It's only about 10 years old. So, according to Variety, devoted fans of the Italian giallo genre will get a hoot out of the precision with which The Editor satirizes their clumsier conventions. So it's a satire of giallo. So we have Ray Ciso, played by Adam Brooks, was once the greatest editor the world had ever seen. Since a horrific accident left him with 4 wooden fingers on his right hand, he's had to resort to cutting pulp films and trash pictures. When the lead actors from the film he's been editing are murdered, Ray is fingered as the #1 suspect. The bodies continue to pile up in this absurdist giallo thriller as Ray struggles to prove his innocence and learn the sinister truth lurking behind the scenes. Functioning as a straight-up send-up of Dario Argento, Mario Bava, and the cinematic sorcerers of 70s slasher films. Some nice alliteration there. Canadian horror comedy The Editor is a charming tribute to the unsung classics of giallo, an Italian subgenre known for its gory and gruesome erotic horror. Well, I don't know that it was necessarily erotic horror. I guess some of them. It was more like gory murder mysteries with a twist ending. That's giallo in a nutshell. Next up, we have... I saw this in the theater when I was working at the movie theater back in the early 2000s. So I did not pay money to see it in the theater. I did pay money to get this Blu-ray special edition. We have Fear.com. A lovely special edition from Dark Star Entertainment. And we do have a couple of different covers here. And then... back, so nice slip cover. Yeah, I remember the thing about this was I thought it had some really interesting ideas, but that they weren't executed particularly well. So this is the uncut international version, which is not the version that I would have seen in theaters here in Canada, so as far as I'm aware. So anyway, I've been kind of wanting to revisit it, and it has a whole bunch of extras behind it, included with it as well. So, you know, maybe get a little bit of insight into what they were thinking with some of their creative decisions and maybe into what went wrong, you know. So it's not always about the successes. Sometimes you want to learn about the failures too, because I find that in learning about both, it gives you a deeper perspective on horror as a whole. Next up, I had the Blu-ray of this, and it was notoriously awful for excessive DNR. Well, I'm happy to report this is one of the cases that they fixed it for the 4K release. Of course, talking about American Psycho. Yeah. Never read the book, really have no interest in the book. Apparently it gets very graphic in terms of the ways he tortures people and whatnot, in particular the prostitutes and such. And I don't need that, The movie's good enough for me. Plus, Christian Bale is fantastic in this as Patrick Bateman. And, so anyway, the 4K is gorgeous. And it does include the Blu-ray, I guess, for the extras. Don't watch the movie on the Blu-ray. It's awful. It is like one of the worst cases of excessive DNR in the history of Blu-ray. But the 4K fixes it. If there's ever any doubt, the 4K is good. And I thought, why not pick up the sequel as well, because I love Mila Kunis. And I've never seen the sequel. So, there we go. So, we got the sequel. Blu-ray only for that one. As far as I know, no issues with the transfer. I don't know how good or bad the movie is. I find these sort of, sequels to, you know what I mean? Like the big, popular, well-known one, and then the quickly churned out sequel to cash in on the popularity tend not to be as good, but I haven't really heard any bad things about this one, so I don't know. Probably going to do a double bill of these two. The American Psycho duology. Next up, I picked this one up because I thought it was based on a video game. It was not based on a video game. I made a mistake. But, that said, this movie sounds batshit insane and so much fun. We have Destroy All Neighbors. Now, the video game I thought this was based on is one called Hello Neighbor, which is kind of some similar ideas, I think. But this was a film that Shudder put out. I gotta say, Shudder, their original films, great stuff. Absolute delight for horror fans. And they put out physical media releases as well. This was released through Vinegar Syndrome, through one of their sister labels. Oh, and we got we got a replacement disc. It says, "Oops, we effed up." The original version of this disc contained an error. Please toss or thread the original disc. A replacement disc will always feature a V2 somewhere on the disc face artwork. There you go. Very nice. I gotta say, I've really come to love Vinegar Syndrome, and they do fine work, not just with their transfers and their extras, but they have all kinds of cool stuff from their partner labels and whatnot, and this is one of them. So one of their partners is Shudder, doing nice physical releases of their stuff. So what is Destroy All Neighbors about? William Brown, a neurotic, self-absorbed musician, determined to finish his prog rock magnum opus, faces a creative roadblock in the form of a noisy and grotesque neighbor named Vlad. Finally working up the nerve to demand that Vlad keep it down, William inadvertently decapitates him. But while attempting to cover up one murder, William's accidental reign of terror causes victims to pile up and become undead corpses, who torment and create more bloody detours on his road to prog rock Valhalla. Destroy All Monsters is a twisted splatter comedy about a deranged journey of self-discovery, full of goopy practical effects, a well-known ensemble cast, and lots of blood. Excellent. Well, that sounds like an absolute blast. So, yeah, not based on a video game, but sounds like a lot of fun. So, no regrets. And I think I already swapped the discs out, but I usually keep the erroneous discs anyway, because to me that's part of the collector's itemness. And yeah, so there we go. Destroy All Neighbors. Looking forward to that one. Gotta love an accidental rampage. Well, aforementioned, we have everybody's favorite killer robot, Megan, and Megan 2. There we go, or Megan 2.0, I should say. I absolutely loved Megan. I thought it was such a surprise and such a treat. You know, you go in expecting just a killer robot movie, but holy shit, it actually has heart. And this edition, we got the 4Ks of both of them. This edition has both the theatrical and unrated version. A couple of minor line changes in there between the two. Way more F-bombs in the unrated edition, which honestly I think work in its favor. But yeah, I really enjoyed Megan a lot. I love a killer robot movie. And kind of contemporary as well, the whole thing with AI and the whole idea of putting AI into robot bodies, which is something that's being worked on and that's something that's happening. And, you know, sci-fi, horror often being cautionary tales. This shows how that can go wrong. Also some Frankenstein vibes here. I definitely want to do a more in-depth review of these at some point because I think they're worth talking about. And then Megan 2.0, they basically went Terminator, where first one was more horror, second one's more action. People were kind of split on Megan 2.0. I thought it was an absolute blast, and I had so much fun with it, and I can't wait to see where they go with the franchise next. So I'd just like to add my voice to the choir and say, you know, first off, the marketing campaign between Megan and Chucky on the site formerly known as Twitter was brilliant and hilarious. Can we please have either a team-up or versus movie with the two of them? I know that, you know, the creator of Chucky has already said he'd definitely be down for that. So, yeah. So the second one, I actually got this really nice Steelbook edition. They put out a Steelbook re-release of the first one as well, but I didn't pick that one up because it had nothing new that I don't already have on my existing 4K. And then there's the contents on the back there. But yeah, I love Megan. I'm all about the killer robot movies and stuff like that, and killer dolls and killer toys and stuff like that. Because yeah. And speaking of which, you might notice a bit of a theme here. Also picked up Companion, which is another one I watched right away because I'm all about them killer robots. This is great. This, again, kind of deals with another side of the AI being put into a robot body kind of thing. In this case, in the form of a companion robot. And it has, what's-his-face from... what is his name again? From The Boys. Is his name Jack Quaid? Yeah, Dennis Quaid's son. Yeah, and he's in it. And who plays the actual robot in this? Was Sophie Thatcher. Yeah, I'm not familiar with her, but she was terrific in this. Anyway, really enjoyed this one as well. And if you like, you know, that sort of theme, then you know, it's good stuff. And again, this one actually has quite a lot of heart in it, to it as well. So it's also very funny. Very you know, dark in some aspects, and yeah, I really like that kind of thing. And then finally, getting a little bit onto the slightly trashier side of the genre, we have Subservience with the always delicious Megan Fox. Yeah, so this leans more into the fuckbot territory that Companion kind of touches on. But, and also this leans harder into the horror side of things as well. This is like proper sci-fi horror. But yeah, I actually watched this, I think this is a Netflix movie originally, or maybe it was Prime. I can't remember. Anyway, one of the streaming services. I watched it there originally, and I thought, oh, that was pretty good. And I saw they put out a Blu-ray, so I was like, score, I'll get the Blu-ray. But yeah, this is pretty fun. I enjoyed that one. Next up, yeah, so this I think is the modern horror stack. It seems to be mostly modern horror, so excellent. So next we have Malignant, which is one that, again, heard good things about, but have been cautious not to look at anything because I wanted to go in cold. So I'm not going to read the back on this one. Had to pick this one up used. I'm guessing the Blu-ray had kind of a limited release. But it is directed by James Wan, and he is a director who I trust. I've always enjoyed his style. I don't think I haven't enjoyed any of his movies. Like they've all been bangers. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Next up, again, kind of getting into the resurrection and you know, a little bit of Frankenstein stuff. This was a special edition from A24 Films directly, They are actually their own boutique label. We have Bring Her Back. Yeah. I don't pick up a lot of A24 releases. A lot of their movies are also released by other companies. I don't pick up a lot of the A24 ones, so they tend to be a little pricey. But this one was just such a nice addition. I couldn't pass it up. It's just absolutely beautiful. And yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. I've heard it's terrific. Basically I think it's about a family who loses their daughter, and then they find some way to bring her back to life or something. Like, yeah, I'm sensing a lot of like light monkey's paw references in a lot of these. Like Talk to Me being another one. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta let them go, man. Like when it's your time, it's your time. But yeah, and I'm going to set that one aside because there's other movies that go with it. And last but certainly not least, we have The Substance with Demi Moore actually taking an uncharacteristic horror turn. And yeah, I've heard that this is terrific. Oh, and this has Dennis Quaid in it. There you go. So we got both of the Quaids represented here. Yeah, I've heard this is terrific. Going in pretty cold. I don't really know too much about it, other than it's like a youth drug or something, or beauty. It's like a beauty drug. Like you use it to. There's a show that's coming out along those lines where it's like you take an injection and it makes you beautiful or something. But yeah, maybe if you know what I'm talking about. I just heard about it literally today, like the day that I'm filming this. If you know what I'm talking about, sound off in the comments there. And yeah, so anyway, looking forward to that. And that finishes stack number 1, which I guess looking at it, this is our modern horror. This is all modern stuff, fairly recent. Yeah. 1 down, 23 to go. Well, if that isn't time for a break, I don't know what is. How many even was that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. But we're gonna save that one because there's a few things that I'll do that with. I'll just kind of set things aside, and because I know that there's other things in there that we haven't got to yet that kind of relate to them. So we'll do that. All right. Oh, gotta stretch the legs. Holy moly. Whew. I don't know if this is all gonna fit in a 12-hour time frame. Like, holy shit, we've already done an hour, and we've only done 1 stack. There. Holy moly. Hey, Junkler and Brinsley and everybody. How's it going, guys? Don Mancini, that's who it was. You're going to pitch for Child's Play on Elm Street, so I'm apprehensive on Chucky versus Megan. I'll still watch it, though. Oh, fuck yeah. I'd watch the shit out of that. I think it would be fun. I mean, I think in that case it would be just balls to the wall comedy. You know? Just comedy, comedy, comedy. Laugh out loud, riot, killing spree. Could have, I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of ways you could go with that. You could, now that Megan's kind of in hero mode, we could have like Megan trying to stop Chucky as he's going on a rampage. I don't know. Or they could team up. Maybe Tiffany could reprogram Megan so that they team up and they just go on like a crazy rampage. I don't know. There's like a lot of things you could do with it. So. Putting things in a very temporary home for the moment. So, next up, we have... Let's see. Let's go with this. Yeah. Haven't found that one yet, so whoops. Don't tear down the brick wall. Oh my god. Stop shaking. Okay. Oh, yeah, hold on. These two I want to set aside. There's like a handful that I'm saving for the Halloween special. So, yeah. Okay, this is, oh, there it is. Alright, I found them. Hold on, I'm going to actually extract those now just to kind of put everything together. Okay. Oh, yeah. Some good shit in this pile. Ah, fuck! What did I just do? What's this? What the hell is that? Okay. Just take my whole backdrop down with me. Ah! We got kind of lucky with the lighting today. It's actually a gloomy, rainy day today, so... Yeah. Oh, dude. Fritz, I have got so much stuff from Severin. So much. Box sets, single release, mostly box sets. I love their box sets. But yes, there is a shit ton of Severin. And I agree, they've become one of my favorite boutique labels as well. Basically, I just kind of went nuts with the boutique labels, getting a lot of stuff. Arrow, of course. There's some Criterion. But, you know, focusing on horror, a lot of stuff from Severin, a lot of stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, a lot of stuff from Arrow. Even from some of the smaller labels, like I put in a couple of orders with Terror Vision. I don't know if that's one you know. Their Terror Vision is a label that was founded by ex-Vinegar Syndrome members, actually, so it has a similar level of quality. And yeah, Brinsley is saying great for modern horror recently, movies and TV. Yeah, fantastic. There's been a lot of good stuff coming. That's what I was saying. It's like I feel like we're in a kind of a renaissance for horror right now. We're getting so much like interesting, unique stuff. It's great. The FNAF. Oh, yeah. Well, that was kind of my issue with the FNAF film too. Was like it just seemed kind of light on story and light on the horror side of it, you know. I have not seen the second one, so I don't know. There we go. So right back. Actually, another label I've become quite a big fan of is Umbrella, the Australian label. They're terrific. They've been putting out a lot of great box sets lately. You're laughing at American Psycho 2, Jonker? No. That good, eh? Oh, I can't wait to check it out. And hello, Ross Quinn. I just saw your comments there saying, I do love the Hammer Horror Frankenstein Mummy Dracula collection. Hell yeah. I've got a lot of Hammer stuff coming as well. There's one of the stacks there is almost all Hammer stuff, so look forward to that. Frankenhooker. Wasn't William Shatner in that one? Possibly. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Andy was like, Lisa Frankenstein! Good old Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah, everybody seems to love that one, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. The Al Adamson set. Yeah, that's kind of the Holy Grail set, isn't it? Yes. I will spoil one thing. I did get that one. It was not cheap. But, I mean, it's such an incredible set. I had to get that. And then I picked up a bunch of their other sort of horror auteur, masters of trash collections. But we'll talk about those a little bit when we get to them. Basically, all of those sets, all of the ones I got, those will be closer look videos as well. So we'll just kind of touch on them and just see which ones we got in the update, and then we'll do the closer looks later. We paid $300 American. Yeah, I paid $600 Canadian, which works out to about $400 American, I think. So what? Yeah, it wasn't cheap. But it's just, you're not gonna find that set cheap.
For what set?
The Al Adamson collection. It's one of the big box sets I got featuring a specific director/producer. That was one of the few I decided to shell out for because I knew I wasn't going to find it cheaper. And it was, $300 Canadian. Well, fuck, you lucky duck. That's literally half what I paid for it. But, and it was from a Canadian seller, too, no less. So, yeah. So it arrived really fast. It was in perfect, and it was used, but in, perfect condition. It had the replacement for Disc 8. Apparently Disc 8 had some issue. I don't know what it was, but it was the corrected version. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, enjoy some clips. I will return.
It costs more, yeah.
Yep. Basically, nobody can get a lightsaber from Vader.
Oh shit.
That's so weird. Hey Vader, give us the stuff!
Make your browser Make your browser fast.
I didn't even mean to play anything like that, man. Fuck off. Fuck off. Everything fuck off.
Oh my god. Well, how do I make it stop? It just keeps playing.
In isolation. So
Oh.
I would have been like 13.
Well, yeah, I have the stream of it somewhere. Like, I have the original video. Oh my god. I felt the bass from that one. Like, vibrated the floor. Went into the cat tree and just rippled along the floor.
Bit of a suntan from it. It's 2,800 lumens, by the way. That's a lot of lumens.
It's like he was screaming from the fuck. Croatin said was, Jesus fuck. So, I'm just going to take that as his blanket response to everything I've been saying until he says something else. So just imagine Croatin exclaiming, Jesus fuck, after everything I just said. For like the past 10 minutes. Having pasta and cheese. Jesus fuck. Cheese was on sale. It was like half price for the good stuff. Jesus fuck. What is this delicious sauce? Oh, wait a minute. I know that flavor. Ketchup. Jesus fuck. What color am I? I guess I'll be... And maybe I should turn the camera off and let my character do the talking. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think that's what I'll do. I'll turn...
No.
No! Why do you need to see me? I'm not anywhere near as entertaining as that character is. There we go. Now I can at least pretend to be funny. Ha ha! Look at me! I'm so funny! Okay.
Anyways.
Yes, hello. Hulk lights. Ah! Jesus. You scared the shit out of me, cat. Where did you just like teleported in? Where did you even come from? Hey, sweetie. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Are you just in investigating mode? You don't want pets? You investigating? And say hi to the people? We got an audio log. That's good. Oh, something here. Oh.
Church, knock it off, please. You're just like in a loop. Stop. Just stop. Lick your chops, that's fine. That's legit. Licking the cone is stupid. It doesn't do anything!
Oh, hello. Shit. Hi. Oh, shit. Okay, that's terrifying. I'm trying not to get eaten. Okay. Now, where are we going? To Helgen Keep. How about, what's this one? Oh, that, see, that's the choice. I didn't even know that was. Stop asking me a million questions. Just install the fucking thing. Go, 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 go. Thank you. Holy shit. You want to install it here? You want to do this? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really sure? Are you really sure? Are you really sure? Can you confirm this? Can you confirm this? Can you confirm this? Confirm this? Confirm this? Okay. Are you sure? We're almost ready. Are you sure? It's like, holy fucking shit. I just want to click install and have it install.
I just had to pull everything off the shelf again because I needed to do a thumbnail. So I thought, well, let's just do a little... We'll do a little... And also, it kind of helps me keep track of everything. I do like a little picture of each of the stacks as we go. Just kind of half and half with me in the middle. Nice and simple. And that's that. Alright. So, let me just take all these away again. Just give me a moment here. I also need to clear everything off the floor because it's almost Christmas and we're going to be having company for Christmas and we need the floor space. So added incentive to get everything done. Okay. One stack down, another to go. What's this one here? Oh, yes. Vampires and Frankenstein. That's not the one we're doing next. That'd be maybe the third one.
I'm in danger!
Okay. Where are we at here? How are we doing? What's going? What's doing? You're in danger. I'm in danger. Fun story about Severin sets. I was overseas for work in Nairobi, Kenya. And I saw Severin had a sale. Oh, and did a blind buy on their Black Emmanuel set. Nice. They just put out another Emmanuel set of the other Emmanuel films. I think those are all curated by Kirla Janice, too, who is absolutely amazing. I have a bunch of sets that she's done. When I got back to Canada, I put on the first movie, and it is set in Nairobi. That's hilarious. Oh my God, is Rose's shower going to interfere? You're just in time, Scully. We've done one stack so far. There's 24 stacks total, in case you're wondering. The goal is to try to knock out at least 4 a day. Yeah, once we get into where the box sets are, the stacks should go a little faster because there's not as much to talk or to do. I gather you've been waiting a bit for me to stream again, JL. You seem to have a surplus of bits today. Thank you. Honestly, I thought there'd be a few more people here. Oh well. We've had a nice flow of bits and super chats and a few donos, which are of course appreciated because they help to offset the astronomical cost of all of these purchases. So I appreciate the support, guys. It's literally supports the content in more ways than one. Not just to help recoup some of the cost, but also to help feed us. We're hoping to rack up a nice chunk of donos before the end of the year, because the holidays tend to be expensive, as I'm sure most of us can relate. But we have got all the stuff for our turkey dinner, and yeah, might even pick up a second turkey. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, one should be fine, at least for turkey dinner for Christmas Day or Eve or whenever we're doing dinner. Ow. Can't stay terribly long right now because I have to take Wes to his karate Christmas party thing. Oh, that's cool. But I'll be back after. All right, and we'll see if we're still here. I'm kind of forced myself to get onto a day schedule, and sleep has been very erratic. Also, I hope you appreciate me being in excruciating pain while I'm doing this, because this time of year my eczema tends to flare up really bad. It seems to be, I've been treating it quite a bit with Polysporin and stuff, and it does seem to be clearing up finally, but it's been awful. I made homemade spicy beef burritos, basically just making the filling. A huge pot of the filling, but all fresh ingredients. Well, a couple of canned, but good canned stuff. So it's ground beef, about 1.5 kilos of ground beef, 2 cups of rice, just to act as filler essentially to get more out of it. A can of salt-free diced tomatoes, a can of salt-free tomato sauce. The beef was seasoned with chili powder and cumin. And then I cut up 2 onions, 2 fresh onions, and 3 jalapenos. And then put everything but the rice into the slow cooker for 4 hours, just to simmer and get all nice and soft and mix all those flavors together. And then dumped all that in with the rice, as well as 3 big packages of refried beans. So, yeah, and then just basically take just a big scoop, plop it into a wrap it up, put it in the toaster oven for 20 minutes or so, and some good eating. So I was basically living on those. But here's the thing. My eczema tends to plague my fingertips more than anything else. You can imagine how much fun it was cutting up 2 onions and 3 jalapeno peppers. My fingers were on fire! But, worth it. No regrets. That was some good eating. We'll definitely do that again. Might do a few different ones. I was thinking of doing some kind of chicken, maybe a tikka masala chicken kind of thing would be really good, I think. So, yeah, good stuff. I don't know how much longer my energy level is going to last. I didn't get a huge sleep last night. I tried to sleep longer, but just couldn't get back to sleep, as is sometimes the case. So we'll go as far as we can. At least get a couple stacks done. If I can at least get enough done that we can start making a dent and have some room again, that'd be good. We'll see. We'll try to get through another one here, and then maybe I'll grab some food or something. All right. Let us continue, shall we? Try not to smash into the backdrop. Ugh. This just got charged for a year of PS Premium subscription. I didn't know about just a few days before Christmas. Thanks, Sony. Well, I mean, that's technically on you. It just goes by whenever you subscribed, right? Thanks for reminding me, actually. I should check on mine. I don't think mine renews until next year. I did take a look at the bills for I have a calendar that tells me what bills like the subscriptions and stuff, when they come out. And yeah, I don't think there's one due for a while. Let's get some more ambiance, shall we? Yeah, here we go. Spooky. Can't wait until the special. Yes, well, part of completing the special hinges on completing these updates for a variety of reasons. I explained it earlier. So, anyway. Alrighty, so carrying on. This time around, kind of a random selection. This isn't like specifically themed. It's basically just stuff that came in recently, after I'd already put together all the other stacks. And wherever possible, I would, put relevant titles into their relevant stacks. Like everything's kind of organized. But then there were other cases where it's like, yeah, I don't know where the stack that this would go in is, so we'll just like put it in a here's stuff I got recently stack, and that's what this one is. Alright, so starting off, I know at least some of you will be a little jealous of this one. This is something I've been wanting to get in the collection for a long time. Scream Factory put this movie out years ago, and I just kept waffling on it. And I'm kind of glad I did, because Arrow Video just put out a vastly superior edition of John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Yes, this beautiful box set, hard box collection with a slipcover. So it's a hard box in a slipcover. So you get both, a slipcover and the hard box. 4K edition, newly remastered. From the original negative by Arrow Films themselves, so you know this is going to be good. Arrow does great work on their transfers, and they tend to be the transfers that all the other boutique labels then license for their releases. So, yes, do you read Sutter Kane? Anyway, I have not seen this movie since I owned it on Laserdisc many moons ago, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it in glorious 4K. And quite a lot of extras on here as well. Now you may notice I have not opened this up. This is one of the ones that we will be doing an unboxing and closer look at some point in the near future. So look forward to that. I know I am, because I'm dying to watch this again. Next up, we have a trilogy that was a little tricky to find all the 4Ks, because we didn't get 4Ks locally for all of them. So, yeah, so first off, we have X. Mia Goth in X. Really enjoyed this movie a lot. I think it's a terrific series. And, yeah, I really wanted to get the 4K edition. Had to import it, which is, I think this is this German? I think it's a German release. Yeah, it looks German. Anyway. No sooner do I get the 4K of these than one of the boutique labels announced they're putting out a box set of all three of them. So then, of course, I had to get Pearl. Of the first two, this is my favorite. I think this is actually the superior film in a lot of ways. Everybody's seen the I'm a Star meme. Well, this is where that comes from. Great stuff. Really love this movie. Looking forward to checking it out in 4K. And then, of course, the latest one, which we did get a local 4K of, Maxine. So I've not watched this one yet. I'm probably going to rewatch the other two and just do like a trilogy night. So these, I haven't opened these yet. Not going to really do a big unboxing, closer look at them per se. I mean, it's, I don't really do that with the individual releases. Although, I might do like a review of the series at some point. So look forward to that. Maybe. Don't ask me when. It could be never. Sometimes I just watch movies. I don't always review everything I watch. Sometimes I just watch movies. Crazy, I know, right? Anyway, love the Maxine trilogy. Looking forward to revisiting the two that I've seen before and seeing the last one. Next up, we have a pair of releases from Gold Ninja Video. First off, we have, is this the, which one is which here? Yeah, so from 2012, we have A Sweet and Vicious Beauty, which sounded like a good one. I'll just quickly read this to you here. It says, Narcissa Sentinel, so it's a gothic horror action slasher. I mean, I was sold right from that. We have Narcissa Sentinel, played by Betty Cassatt, should be dead, yet somehow she continues to live. Some of the townspeople of Harbor Bridge say she's a witch. Others believe she's made a pact with the devil, but everyone can agree that something odd is happening up at Old Sentinel Manor. Could it be related to the ghoulishly masked figure that has been seen wandering through the countryside with an axe in hand, or the dozens of murders by decapitation that have followed? Of course! But only a tough-as-nails woman named Ingrid, played by Sarah Cole, can get to the bottom of the bloody mystery, and the answers may cost her everything above the neck. Well, I mean, that just sounded a lot of fun. It says, an epic passion project by writer, director, editor, cinematographer, fight choreographer Eric Thornett. A Sweet and Vicious Beauty is like nothing you have ever seen. A gothic creeper that morphs into a high-energy slasher romp with head-spinning action scenes. Gold Ninja Video is proud to finally bring the film to disc for the first time, along with special features that include commentary tracks, making-up featurettes, and the first public release of Thornett's action-packed Fifth City. Yeah. Gold Ninja Video often includes additional movies with their releases, so you very rarely get one that's just one movie. So, very cool. And then next up we have Impossible Horror, directed by Gold Ninja's founder, Justin Decloux, who I actually follow on social media. He's a fellow Canadian, actually. And I need to get in touch with him because this disc doesn't work. They're very independent, very low budget. All of their stuff is burned discs. So, yeah, I don't know what happened with this one, but something happened where I can watch the extras, but I can't watch the movie, so I'm going to have to get in touch with them about that. Anyway, happy to support the indies. So this is actually one that he himself directed, called Impossible Horror. So in Impossible Horror, Lily Haley Walker, an insomniac filmmaker who is facing a crippling creative block, begins to hear a sinister scream outside her window every night. Convinced that she must find a way to help the person that is screaming, Lily heads into the darkness of her neighborhood and meets Hannah, played by Credence Wright, a veteran scream hunter, obsessed with putting a stop to the nightly occurrence. The women join forces to solve the blood-curdling mystery and quickly discover that its true source may be an otherworldly threat that is driving its victims into madness. And Lily and Hannah are next. Yeah, so very cool. So looking forward to checking that one out when I'm able to actually watch the disc. Next up, speaking of Gold Ninja Video, you guys may recall an update many, many moons ago where I picked up this, The Creature from Black Lake, which is one of my all-time favorite, very much a gateway horror movie for me from when I was a young lad. Well, Synapse Films put out a beautifully remastered Blu-ray of The Creature from Black Lake, which, of course, I had to get because it's one of my all-time favorites. And holy moly, I've never seen the movie look this good. I watched this like as soon as I got it. Remastered from the original negative, I think. Yeah, from the original negative. It's interesting because when Gold Ninja did theirs, it was thought that the negative was lost. And there was no high-def source. So imagine my delight to find out that there was, in fact, an existing copy of the original negative. So, holy crap, this looks good. So, if it's kind of, from the era where Bigfoot movies were really popular, Sasquatch movies, that sort of thing, it's not strictly a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, but it's that type of creature. I think it's supposedly a skunk ape, but one would decided the human characteristics, at least in terms of its how it hunts its prey and whatnot. Anyway, I love The Creature from Black Lake. It's one of those few sort of indie films that, has, I don't know, it just has this special quality about it. Like, the characters are unusually well developed, like far beyond what you normally see in these types of movies. And it has a fun aspect to it that, but also moments of just sheer terror. Like, it's genuinely scary in places. So, yes, highly recommend The Creature from Black Lake. One of my all-time favorites, and glad to have it in such a beautiful edition. Next up, we mentioned Megan Fox earlier. Well, you can't have a Megan Fox collection without Jennifer's Body. Yes, which I have actually never seen. It's funny because I remember this movie kind of got trashed when it originally came out, but it has since become this big cult favorite. And oddly, it was like kind of tricky to get the Blu-ray. Like, I actually ordered this twice. The first time the order didn't go through, it just disappeared, so I had to get my money back. And then I ordered it again. There was a few different editions. They all seemed to be the same, just different covers. This was not the cover I wanted. There was another cover that had unrated cut, like carved into her belly, which I thought was a really cool kind of image. But anyway, I've heard this is just like batshit crazy fun, and who doesn't love Megan Fox killing toxic males? Next up, not strictly horror, but hey, it has a big monster at the end. We got the 4K of Howard the Duck! Yes, which most of you will know is one of my all-time favorite movies. I saw it 3 times in the theater. When I heard that the movie was coming out, I went and purchased all the back issues of every single issue of the original comics, including the original first appearance in Adventure into Fear number 19 with Man-Thing. Yes, I've since picked up the collected editions that they put out a few years back, and that Marvel put out 4 volumes of all the old Howard comics. I love Howard the Duck, the character. I love the comics. I even love the movie, as flawed as it is. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's also notable because this was actually the very first Marvel character to get a theatrical film. There had been a bunch of TV movies and TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that, but this is the first time that any Marvel character was seen on the big screen. So kind of historically notable in the history of Marvel. And it's Howard the Duck in 4K. I will say, though, still disappointed. No music video! I don't know why they don't put the music video on this. Like, it's part of the... It's like a mini sequel to the movie. And, the only copies of the music video out there are just, like, awful VHS recordings. Myself included. I actually taped it off TV back in the day. I just want a nice copy of the music video to go with the movie. Like, come on. Is that so much to ask for? There was also, like, a lot of, like, if you go and poke around and, like, look for trailers and stuff, there was a lot of, like, cool promotional stuff that they did to tie into the movie. And, like, there's very little archival material on this. Like, it's essentially the same extras that have been in circulation since the DVD. So, I don't know. Anyway, I love Howard the Duck. Next up, this is an upgrade. We got Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles, which is also kind of a gateway horror thing for me because it scared the hell out of me as a kid. And I've owned this in multiple editions. I've had it on VHS. I've had it on DVD. I had the first Kino Lorber release, which I since gifted to St. Scully the Skeptic, longtime viewer and one of my besties. And yeah, so there we go. So the only difference here, we do have a reversible cover. It's just the same art that's on the slipcover on the other side. The main difference here is it's otherwise identical to the original release, but they added 3 commentaries and an interview with one of the actors. So we actually got some extras here, which is quite nice. So I love The Martian Chronicles. It's great stuff. One of those big mini-series event things that were all the rage in the 70s and 80s on network television. Next up, I have talked about this one many times before, and it delights me to finally have it in a definitive edition. I remember the DVD of this being kind of awful. Not a great transfer. The Blu-ray was okay. It was definitely an improvement. But now we have from Arrow Video, once again, from, yeah, another Arrow restoration from the original 35mm negative. We have Outland, which those of you who saw my top 13 sci-fi horror movies that I did a while back will remember this was one of them. Again, you know, kind of up for discussion as to whether or not you would include this in your sci-fi horror section. I say yes, because it very much has the vibe of being, you know, a lot of people even consider it part of the same universe as the Alien movies. I don't know if I necessarily buy that, but I can see where people would think that, because aesthetically it's very similar to the Alien movies. It's like, you know, blue-collar workers in space. In this case, Mars, I think. They're like mining on Mars. Oh no, it's Io, one of Jupiter's largest moons. Yeah. So I don't know why I was thinking Mars. Anyway, whatever. So it's basically a mining colony, and things are going wrong. And it's also very much High Noon in Space, where Sean Connery plays the kind of the sheriff of the mining colony, essentially, well, the marshal. And it kind of gets in bad with the head of the colony, who's, you know, all Mr. Capitalism and business and corrupt to the core, played by the always wonderful Peter Boyle in a rare villain turn. Love Peter Boyle. So yeah, this is an all-time favorite of mine. Definitely an underrated sci-fi gem that I highly recommend everyone check out if you get the chance. And what better time than now when Arrow has put out this beautiful edition loaded with extras, old and new. So looking forward to checking that one out and revisiting the old favorite. Next up, this is a TV series that these two are not new, but a while back a viewer sent me Todd and the Book of Pure Evil, which is a Canadian series, very much horror comedy. And I just devoured these. It's just a hilarious show, very much born out of the sort of, heavy metal is the devil kind of thing. And it's very funny, and it's just got a great ongoing story. It has Jason Mewes as the sage-like janitor of the high school it takes place in. It's got a very likable cast of young actors, and wonderful. Anyway, it was canceled after 2 seasons with the story unresolved. So a few years later, they did an animated movie that wraps up the story. And this is a very nice addition. I'm probably going to do a closer look at the whole collection here at some point, so I'll save that for that. But it is a slipcover with like a digipack inside, quite nice, and loads of extras. And this is actually a Blu-ray. So they actually put the animated movie out on Blu-ray, which is nice. So you get a very epic finale to the story, and being animation means they could just go even more batshit crazy with the effects and whatnot. So cool stuff. Looking forward to that. I have not watched it yet. I'm in the middle. I just started rewatching the series. So yeah. What's this? Yeah. Holy Jupiter shit. Limited edition. There you go. Very cool. So Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. If you're anything at all of a metalhead, or just enjoy some rock and roll, heavy metal based supernatural horror comedy, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Next up, also not really horror, but it's something that just came in the other day, and I thought, why not just throw it in with the mix here? We have the Arrow video collection of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy. Yes, I got the limited edition packaging because, you know, it just seemed a little more special, I guess. But yeah, this is a very nice box set. Great. I'm sure that's normal. Hopefully that's not one of the discs shattered into a million pieces. Well, I guess we'll find out when we do the closer look, won't we? But here we go. At long last, we have the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy remastered in 4K. The first one is all remastered by Arrow. The first one is from the original camera negative. The second one is from the 35mm interpositive, as is the third one. Did I say first and first? First one is the negative. Second and third are the interpositive. But yeah, I will say this. The only thing I'm disappointed about is not a lot of archival extras. There are a variety of different cuts, though. You actually have the UK cut of the first one with certain things changed because they couldn't use the word ninja, so it's like changed to Hero Turtles, I guess. You got some additional material from the work print and stuff like that. But the thing is, there's like so much archival stuff. Like there's music videos. There was a Barbara Walters interview with the Turtles in character and in costume as the Turtles. There was like an hour-long making-of special that was released on VHS that was, you know, the making of the original movie. Where's all that stuff? You know, like I don't understand why none of the Blu-ray releases have any of that archival material. Yeah, I mean, it must be some kind of rights thing, obviously, but kind of disappointing. But that said, this set is loaded with extras, mostly new stuff that they created specifically for this release, but lots of new interviews with stars and creators and stuff, so very cool. Anyway, caveats aside, looking forward to revisiting the Turtles trilogy in 4K. Next up, let's get back to some horror, shall we? We have Ghostwatch, one of the all-time great faux documentary found footage type things. Yeah, I've seen this a few times over the years. It's definitely a good one. This is one of those ones where it was done as a faux documentary, in this case about a family that was being plagued by a ghost and possible demonic possession, that sort of thing. And it all goes horribly, horribly wrong during a supposedly live broadcast investigating the phenomenon. Yeah, so they had kind of a War of the Worlds situation with this, apparently. A lot of people tuned in late and thought it was real, especially since a lot of the people hosting it were well-known UK celebrities who would host actual documentaries and news programs. So it just gave it that much more legitimacy, right? So it was hosted by Michael Parkinson and Craig Charles from Red Dwarf, who does a lot of hosting stuff as well. And and Sarah Green. So anyway... Yeah, so this is like put out for the 30th anniversary, I guess. Wow, it was that long ago? 1992 it originally came out. But yeah, I always really liked this one, so I'm looking forward to watching the newly remastered Blu-ray edition. Next up, we're going to set that one aside. Next up, I've heard this one is harrowing, to say the least, and intense, and not for the weak of heart. So, of course, I had to get the big deluxe special edition 4K from Eureka Films. We have Martyrs. Yeah. This is another one I'm going in cold. I have very intentionally avoided seeing anything about it other than I heard it was really good and really intense. So this includes both the 4K and the Blu-ray. Yes, France/Canada film. From 2008. I actually didn't realize it was that old, because I swear I've been hearing people talking about it recently. But anyway, Martyrs. Looking forward to checking this one out. I've heard it's fantastic. This is a fairly new edition that just came out. It's Masters of Cinema Series number 325 from Eureka. Hardbox edition. Very nice. Here we go. More killer toys. From Vinegar Syndrome, we have Dolly Dearest. Basically just picked up on a whim. I was like, I just picked up the Megan films and some of the other stuff, the Imaginary and things like that. And I was just kind of in a killer toys mood and wanted to check out some other stuff, maybe some more obscure ones. So this seemed like a fun one. So Dolly Dearest, similar kind of thing, like, family gets a doll for their little kid and it all goes horribly wrong. Doll's like possessed by the devil or something. But anyway, looking forward to that one. When's this one from? This is an older one, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 1991. So this actually, I guess, came out kind of in the wake of Chucky. So this might be seen as kind of a Chucky knockoff. So yeah, look forward to that. Next up, we have a pair of box sets from Vinegar Syndrome. These just came out fairly recently. We have, what's it called? Of Monsters and Madness. The films of Larry Fessenden. Yeah, so Larry Fessenden is a genre favorite actor, director, producer, and has done a lot of movies over the years. I have not seen any of his work, so I'm looking forward to diving into this. I've heard that his stuff is really interesting and a lot of fun. And hey, looks like Ron Perlman is in one of them. Very cool. Now, also kind of neat, if you line these two box sets up together, they actually go together on your shelf, so you get the man himself. Each one has a half of his face, and you put them together, and you get his face. Pretty cool, right? So each of these has 2 movies, I think. Yeah. So we have No Telling, Habit, The Last Winter. The Last Winter, and Wendigo. Oh, hey, Wendigo again. For those who don't know, Larry Fessenden was in Until Dawn, the original game that heavily features the Wendigo. So very cool. So looking forward to finally diving into his work and and checking it out. So these are both some very nice hardbox editions. They come with a book, and they both have their own slipcovers for the individual cases as well. And I think they're just Blu-ray. I'm assuming they're just Blu-ray, because usually when it's 4K, they'll have a HDR sticker on them or something. Anyway, very cool. Next up, yes, Spawn from Arrow Films. Lovely special edition that they just put out, 4K, which includes both the director's cut and the theatrical cut. I actually saw this in theaters many moons ago, and when I saw it in theaters, it was the PG-13 cut. I thought it was okay, some cool visuals and stuff, but I wasn't overly wowed by it until years later when I picked up the director's cut Laserdisc they put out. And I gotta say, the director's cut is definitely the way to go with this one. It's more violent. The clown, I love the John Leguizamo as Violator, the clown version of Violator. So much fun, and obviously he had a lot of fun with the role. And poor guy was just like squatting through the whole movie. Like, I can't imagine how sore his legs must have been. But man, he was definitely not skipping leg day during this movie. But his jokes are like a little dirtier, a little raunchier, as they should be, because the clown is supposed to be this really kind of disgusting character who's just like, you know, wildly inappropriate and repulsive. And, you know, I feel like the director's cut really captures that essence better than the theatrical did. So anyway, looking forward to revisiting this in glorious 4K. And loads of extras on there as well, as these Arrow sets often are. Next up, I avoided the Blu-ray of this because apparently it was a DNR shitfest, and I didn't want to give them my money. But there was a Scream Factory release, which was very disappointing. It was the first time I'd ever lost faith in Scream Factory, was hearing about the release of this. But then they put out a 4K with a whole new transfer that apparently fixes everything. So I was like, okay, I'll get the 4K. Cat People from 1982 with Nastassja Kinski and Malcolm McDowell, with an incredible score by Giorgio Moroder and David Bowie. I actually experienced the music from this movie before I actually saw the movie. And then I actually got it as a gift, I think, for Christmas one year on Laserdisc, just a full frame Laserdisc. And really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. So I've been wanting to get this into the collection for a long time. And just, yeah, it's not anything. I don't think it's a reversible cover or anything. Or is it? Oh, no, it is. It is a reversible cover. I didn't know that. Hold on a second. Let's flip that around. I had no idea. That's why it always pays to check. Here we go. Excellent. So we got two covers there. Very nice. Yeah, Cat People. I still have not seen the originals, because this is actually a remake. There was, I think, 2 movies of Cat People done back in the 50s. Cat People and Curse of the Cat People by Val Lewton, I believe. I have not seen those. But I've seen that one a number of times because, I mean, Nastassja Kinski, absolutely just stunningly beautiful in that movie. Next up, we have Anthony Perkins losing his mind yet again with Edge of Sanity. Yeah, this is what I've been wanting to check out for a while. This is basically Anthony Perkins does Jekyll and Hyde. And I remember, seeing some stuff about it back when it originally came out. When was this from? 1988, yeah. Just in some horror magazines that I have and whatnot. So I've been wanting to check it out for a while. And this is a very nice edition that Arrow put out. New 2K restoration from a 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative by Arrow Films. So, I don't know, we might get a 4K of this at some point, but for now, Blu-ray only. But yeah, anyway, looking forward to that. Is there another? I think there's a reversible cover here. Yeah, reversible cover. See there. And we just ran out of disc. Our disc ran out of time. See, I'm trying to get through these as quickly as possible because there's so many to go through. Oh, Just check in on the chat here. Mostly Brinsley says, I thought I turned off for you, but my fault, really. Yeah, it happens. Need to pick up that set. You can see the final one of the trilogy. Oh, of Maxine, yeah. The Ghost Watch is a classic. One of my favorites to watch at Halloween. Oh, it's great. My sisters told me it was real when I was a kid. Wow, I won't say anything, but Martyrs is a tough watch. Yeah, Funk Monk saw it recently, and he's like pretty tough as nails. Like, he's very jaded when it comes to this stuff, but he said even for him it was really intense, and he eagerly awaited hearing my thoughts about it. So, I'm starting to lose my voice here, guys. We might have to we might have to call it after this stack, but that's okay. We're kind of settling into a nice rhythm here and getting a lot done. So let us carry on. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to reset again. Yeah, so there we go. So I remember seeing this this poster art in some of the horror magazines. I was like, oh wow, he looks just completely like terrifying in that. So definitely have to check this out. So this is apparently kind of more of a psychosexual take on the Jekyll and Hyde story. So yeah, looking forward to finally seeing that one after it's been kind of peripherally on the radar for a long time. Next up, we have... Yeah, I think this is one I just picked up because, like, ooh, exploitation, sci-fi, horror, action, post-apocalypse kind of thing. We have Lash LaRue in Alien Outlaw. Yeah, what's this one all about? So it's a 4K restoration from the 16mm original camera negative. Oh, this looks gloriously low budget and cheesy. Just look at that. So this is, let's see, when a UFO crash lands in the Appalachian backcountry, it releases a squad of interstellar predators playing the most dangerous game with any Earthlings who cross their path. But these alien outlaws encounter unexpected resistance in the form of a gun-toting blonde, Carrie Anderson, and her mentor, Western legend Lash LaRue. Phil Smoot's second creature feature, following The Dark Power, is both a clever send-up of the 1950s rubber suit monster genre and a loving homage to the 1940s B-Western, with a special appearance by Sunset Carson. Photographed by Paul Hugan, the Book of Boba Fett, Alien Outlaw is presented here in a director-approved 4K restoration from the original camera negatives. And the film is originally from 1986, from anybody wondering. Very cool. I love me some low-budget sci-fi silliness. And just can't get enough of it. So here is a pair of films written and directed by Stephen DeJarnette. And I've always kind of thought of these two as being part of the same universe. So once again, these are upgrades from Kino Lorber, where they added some extras, and I gave away the previous ones. So we have Miracle Mile, the original of which was actually sent to me by a viewer, so I wasn't going to sell that, so I re-gifted it to share the joy. And then we have Cherry 2000. Now, I remember seeing Cherry 2000 many moons ago back in the 80s, and I just loved it. It was one of the sort of earlier post-apocalyptic films I watched. It's very fun. It has Tim Thomerson as the big villain in it. Rare to see him as a villain. And just chewing up the scenery, and it's great stuff. And I think Melanie Griffith, and what's his face, David Andrews, who was in, funny enough, in another thing involving humanoid-looking robots, a short-lived TV series called Man and Machine, where he played a police officer in sort of the near dystopian future, who was partnered up with an android partner played by Yancey Butler, who some of you may remember from Witchblade. I loved Man and Machine. And it's funny because Cherry 2000 is kind of along the same lines, where he has like this robot companion. Hey, we're getting the robot companion thing going again. We were talking about earlier. That basically malfunctions and he needs to find a replacement, but it's a really rare model. And the only place he can find it is out in the middle of the wasteland, and he needs a guide into the wasteland, and his guide is Melanie Griffith. And post-apocalyptic action, adventure, and hilarity ensues. Miracle Mile, meanwhile, stars Anthony Edwards, who most of you will probably remember from Revenge of the Nerds. And it's basically where he catches wind of an imminent nuclear attack. So he's trying to escape with his girlfriend and stuff. And it's very tense. It's got a lot of heart. And yeah. So I've always thought of it as like, this is part one, where the nuclear apocalypse happens. And then this is part two, several decades after the nuclear apocalypse. And yeah. So anyway, both excellent movies for completely different reasons, and I love them dearly. And big thanks, by the way, just a quick shout out to This Hidden World for sending me the original Blu-ray of this. It took me forever to get around to watching it, but when I did, I just immediately fell in love with it. So well chosen, dude, and hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while, but yeah, really good stuff. And Cherry 2000 was a favorite of my teenage years, and I didn't even know they were connected, other than the director. But very cool. Enjoy both of them, and very nice to have these new special editions from Kino Lorber. Quite a stack going here. Next up, another one I remember from my childhood. We have The Quest, starring Henry Thomas, where is basically just a good old, kid having an adventure. Some mysterious monster in the forest or in a nearby lake that he's heard about and wants to find out the truth and stuff like that. And I literally have not seen this in 40 years. I'm going entirely by memory. But I remember loving this as a kid and wanting to see it. So this came out 1986. This is only 4 years after he did E.T. And this is nowhere near on the same scale as E.T. budget-wise or anything like that. It's a fairly low budget affair, as I recall. But I remember really liking it. And this is a new 4K restoration. It is not a 4K disc, though. It's a Blu-ray. But yeah, very cool. Looking forward to revisiting that one. Love to revisit the childhood favorites, Next up, this was an interesting one that I picked up. Who put this out? Kino. Another Kino. This was a DVD. But it's called Hell's Highway, the true story of highway safety films, which is basically the old driver's ed films where they would show like automobile accidents and stuff, like the scare films. That's what this is. This is a compilation of them. There's like 20 of them on here, and I thought, wow, what an awesome collection. Like, very cool. You can find some of these, I think, on archive.org, but this is like just give me like, let me give you an example just from the titles alone. So they would show these in driver's ed class to encourage you to drive carefully, otherwise this could happen to you. So we have Signal 30 from 1959, Highways of Agony from 1969, Options to Live from 1979. Okay, it's 3 complete ones and then clips from some others. So excerpts from 15 other shocking films, including Mechanized Death, Wheels of Tragedy, Carrier or Killer, Death on the Highway, The Third Killer, and more. And yeah, so this is actually a documentary about these films, but also includes several of the films themselves. So I thought that sounds really interesting, because that's definitely a slice of history. Yeah, so looking forward to checking that out and being completely horrified. Next up, we have Revenge of the Blood Beast. I think I just picked this one up on this is from Radiance, actually, which is a fairly new boutique label out of the UK. And this is, I think, one of their sister labels, Raro Video. And directed by Michael Reeves, limited edition of 3,000 copies. from 1966. Let's see what this one's about, shall we? So, refresh our memory. Philip, Ian Ogilvy from Death Becomes Her, and Veronica, Barbara Steele, the legendary Barbara Steele, are honeymooning in the remote village of Vobrock, Transylvania. After booking into a sleazy guest house, the couple encounter Count von Helsing, played by John Carlson of Slaughter Hotel, who tells them the town was placed under a curse over 200 years ago. Following the brutal execution of Vardella, a grotesque figure accused of witchcraft, the couple plan to leave the next morning, but a mysterious car accident is the catalyst for the return of Vardella and a murderous rampage of revenge. Revenge of the Blood Beast, aka the She-Beast, is the directorial debut of Michael Reeves, who later did The Sorcerers and Witchfinder General, a Vincent Price film. Combining comedy and gruesome horror, Revenge of the Blood Beast is an outrageously entertaining slice of B-movie Euro horror. Well, there you go. So high definition transfer from the original negative on this one as well. Very cool. Yeah, I think I just picked this one up because as we get through the updates, you'll see I was going really hard with the gothic horror and stuff like that. So so this definitely fell into that category. Cool. Good stuff. Can't get enough of the gothics, you know? Next up, another one from Radiance. We have I Vampiri, which is an Italian vampire film. So again, basically just going hard with the gothic horror, anything and everything I could get my hands on that was currently available from any and all boutique labels, and taking care not to duplicate anything if possible. But I'm sure there ended up being a few duplicates that I ended up re-gifting. Yes, a mad scientist captures young women in Paris and drains them of their blood in service of an evil duchess, also known as Lust of the Vampire. Ricardo Frida's I Vampiri mixes the Bathory and Frankenstein stories to create its gothic tale. Italy's first gothic horror film. So yeah, kind of historically significant there. So looking forward to that. Next up, we have another one from Radiance. I sense a theme here. We have Daughters of Darkness. This one's a little bit more deluxe, hardbox edition. Look at these covers, though. Like they are really doing a nice job. Like they have got it right. And I like how they have these almost like obi strips, like you'd see in Japanese releases. Very cool. So Daughters of Darkness. This one's from 1971. And this one actually does include the 4K as well as Blu-ray. What's this one? It says, traveling through Europe, newlyweds Stefan and Valerie make a detour to a deserted seaside hotel. Another one about newlyweds, where they meet the enigmatic Countess Bathory. Okay, I can see the theme here. Played by Delphine Seyrig from Jean Dielman, 23 Quai de Carmos, and 1080. Yeah, I don't know what any of those are. Anyway, it looks like French films. And her mysterious companion, Ilona, who use their aristocratic poise to mask a deadly intent. A Euro horror classic, Harry Kumel's thematically rich vampire tale transcends convention, weaving sapphic subtext and a feminist undercurrent beneath its Baroque surface. Wow. Limited edition of 5,000 copies, rated 18 for strong horror and sexualized nudity. Awesome. So anyway, it looked fantastic. Had to have it. What do we got left here? We got two more. Two left, and one we're saving for another section. We mentioned Robert Eggers earlier. In the previous part, if you're watching the multi-episode version of this on YouTube, we have The Lighthouse in 4K. I've been waiting to get this for ages. And where did I see it? On streaming, I think. Anyway, I love The Lighthouse. I think it's a fantastic film, and I really look forward to seeing this again. I remember I watched this around the time that Robert Pattinson was announced as Batman, and I'd heard a lot of good things about it. I love Willem Dafoe, and it's really basically a two-man show. You know, it's the two of them. and all their interactions as they just both slowly go mad in this lighthouse. And it's fantastic. It's just such a wonderful psychological movie. It's dark, it's twisted, it's disturbing, it's hilarious. And the two of them just play off each other so well. It really shows just how good an actor Robert Pattinson really is, where, if you only know him from Twilight, you do not know Robert Pattinson. Like, he is basically said in no uncertain terms he did those movies for the money and for the career boost. And since then, pretty much everything he's done has been actual good stuff, and this is no exception. Also, for the record, I loved The Batman, and I can't wait to see more from that universe. That's something, actually, I do need to pick up, is the Penguin series with, what's his face? Colin Farrell. And last but most certainly not least for this stack, we have Weapons. Yeah, this one came out fairly recently at the time of this recording. Again, going in kind of cold. I know that it's about a bunch of kids that mysteriously disappear or something, and then something else happens that's weird and scary. I like intentionally don't look up too much. It's just like, I just like enough that, okay, that sounds interesting. I will see no more about it until I watch the movie, because I like to go in cold. So anyway, there's a very nice 4K Steelbook edition, which I have not opened up yet, but yeah. Anyway, looking forward to checking that out. I hear Weapons is great. All right, well, that is it for this stack. So on to the next one. And we'll just quickly do our thumbnail while we're here. So people who just can't wait will be able to look at the thumbnail and see what they all are, because I'm showing the spines. I don't care. Alright, good. There's literally no room to... There's literally no room to move the chair back because of how the tripod works. This backdrop, it's basically like a big T. So there's a bar right down the middle, and then it's like a tripod on the bottom, and there's no way to... yeah, there's just no way to have it different. I mean, I guess I could turn it so that it was flat, but then I would have to have it farther away from there, which means I'd have to move everything else back, and it's just a big pain in the ass. Alright. Another stack down, folks. Another stack down. I figure we're going to put them over here. Yeah, all the shelves are kind of buried at the moment, so actually here I see something I can do. Go up here. Just be a second, guys. Okay, I can sort these later. Just a few random non-horror things sneak into the mix, eh? Like, and the scariest thing of all, Ninja Turtles. You know? It's like, fuck it. I just wanted to get the updates out. Like, I don't even care at this point. But it's like 99.9 into infinity horror. So, bite me. No. Up there. Anyway. Oh.
Wannabe Newfie donated $11.
Hey, Wannabe
Finishing
Newfie.
off the Dono Gold.
Oh crap, you're right. We only had $11 to do. Oh, and the thing says there was one in the UK that was incredibly graphic about texting and driving. I'm not surprised. Welcome back, Hunter. He says, "How fast do you think you can get through the stacks just saying the title?" Oh my god, it would still take like at least a couple of hours, I'm sure. Honestly. Just be 1 second here. Krampus. Yeah, Krampus is great. I love Krampus. Well, hey, we can go back to mood lighting now. There we go. Why is that one so loud? That's way too loud. Yeah, we'll just leave it. We're going to sign off shortly anyway. Oh, I need to stop the camera. Hold on. I want to keep going, but my voice is going already. Oh. Big job for someone to edit the whole thing. Just Z grabbing the movie and saying the title. Yeah, but you know me. I don't do that. I got a gab. My main concern, just seeing how long it took us to get through those 2 stacks, is if in fact I'm actually going to be able to fit this within 12 hours. So we're basically going to have 2 mega videos back to back. There will be the special, which is looking like it's going to be about 6 to 6.5 hours in length. I've already like, you know, well, I'm in the process of putting together a couple of intermissions. So there will be 2 intermissions in the special, and that's mainly for the people coming to the live premiere, so that we have some built-in pee breaks. For those watching the VOD later, well, it'll be amusing anyway, but yeah. Whew. So much stuff. Oh, good times. But yeah, basically my plan is to get a head start on the editing and at the very least transfer the footage over tonight and kind of get started on that. And then, yeah, and then we'll resume tomorrow, I guess. Yes, indeedly doodly. And yes, Brinsley, The Lighthouse. Great movie. Love The Lighthouse. Well, I don't know. We'll give the voice a little rest. Maybe we can knock out one more. I don't want to, like, just have two. I'm also getting tired. Like I said, my sleep schedule has been kind of shit lately. But, yeah. I'm thinking we'll do one more stack of movies. And then, we'll do a stack of the graphic novels. Because I got quite a lot of graphic novels. And, main thing is, also they're in the front, one of the front stacks. So, yeah, the graphic novels are taking up way more space than the movies. Because they're big. A lot of big collector's editions and some omnibuses and stuff like that. And, yeah, I'd like to get them off the floor and onto the shelf. Into their forever homes. But, yeah, I'm fading fast. I don't think I can do another one. That's great. I don't know if I'm, like, starting to get narcolepsy or what, but sometimes, like, when I get tired, it's like I'll get really tired, like, very suddenly. And I just like, yep, cannot stay conscious anymore. Like, I mean, sometimes I'll just push through it and then I'll get a second wind or whatever, but, yeah. Nice thing is, though, doing the streams is, it does help me to stay awake. So, cutting out all the flubs and interruptions and whatnot, I think we've got about a little over an hour's worth so far, which isn't too bad. I'm kind of trying to do, you know, get one stack done for every half hour of footage. So if there's 24 stacks, then that works out to about 12 hours. But I think if we kind of keep going at that pace, we should be able to bring it in quite a bit under 12 hours because some of the stacks aren't big and some of them are just, they're tall, but they're just a bunch of box sets. And the box sets, you know, we can go through fairly quickly because we're not going to be going super in depth on those for the update. We're going to be doing that in the closer looks later. So, yeah. Well, there we go. We finally hit 100% on the goal that's been sitting there since September. Well, thank you very much for that, guys. Appreciate that. And I see we have Blaze Vincent as the stream boss there. So the I can't see what the hit points are, but yeah. You can do damage to the stream boss on Twitch with donos and bits. The soundboard counts as bits, by the way, so it'll count towards that. And subs also count, I think. I can't remember how many hit points the subs are worth, but yeah. Anyway, have fun with that. We used to get into some pretty big bits battles with people battling it out for the stream boss spot. And whoever is the stream boss can defend themselves by dropping more bits to counter the bits that damage them. You see how that works? Yeah. So, it's fun. We have fun around here. Well, I like this sort of lighted table covering. I just wish it covered a little more of the table. But no, this is a nice, comfy little setup. And I think I will use this for some of the closer looks as well, just to kind of, you know, get some of them knocked out as well. So, yeah, I won't be filming the filming of, or like streaming the filming of the closer looks. You'll have to wait for those, but I'm going to try to kind of keep on top of them as we go. So I'm just looking over there to see which ones we have to do. In fact, why don't I pull those off, and maybe I'll do those in between the streams. It's not a bad idea. Let's see what we got here. So we got that one, and we're going to do that, and all the box sets. That's it so far. That's all the big ones we wanted to do. Actually, we might do there. Okay. So just from those stacks alone, all of these will be closer looks. So how many is that? Oh, we did the Daughters of Darkness. That's a good one. In the Mouth of Madness. Todd and the Book of Curios. That's 1, 2, 3. Ninja Turtles. That's 4. Martyrs is 5. And Larry Fessenden is 6. We'll do both of those in one. That's not bad. 6 closer looks. Cool. Well, maybe if I get a second wind later, I'll bang out a couple of those tonight, just so we got everything set up. That's kind of the idea. This year, as you may gather from the immensity of the updates, the plan is to make this the year of horror that I've been talking about forever. And the idea is that the Halloween special will kind of kick that off. So the what you can look forward to is, once the Halloween special drops, the supercut of this mega update will drop, and then over the course of the next couple of months, we'll have the individual episodes of the update for those who prefer smaller videos and to milk the content a little bit. And staggered with those, we'll have closer looks, and we'll also have the rest of the Dead Space and the Thing remastered playthroughs. And yeah. So it should be a pretty jam-packed few months ahead. Well, probably year, actually. If all goes according to plan. But that's one reason I've been kind of holding back posting anything, is because I want to make sure we kind of have everything set and organized and have at least a few weeks worth of stuff in advance. Because it's going to be a pretty loaded schedule once we get the ball rolling here. And I know it's been a really long wait for everyone, and I just want to say I really appreciate those of you who have stuck it out all this time and have not given up the faith. I've been wanting to do kind of a soft relaunch of the channel for a while, and kind of get things organized again and get back on track with more regular postings and such. And you know, with all the crap that's gone on over the past few years, it's been a long, difficult road, and you know, I appreciate those of you who have stuck around through all of that, and well, you're about to be rewarded for that, and I hope you stick around for that. And I hope a lot of people that, you know, fucked off and because they didn't believe will also come back. And I'm sure we'll get a lot of new people too. Because, yeah, we're going to have a good time. There's a big job for someone to edit the whole thing too. Oh, I see what you're saying, Hunter. If like someone were to do a supercut, also do the supercut of all the times I say I'm looking forward to watching this one. What the hell is going on up there? This is another reason I tend to film in the middle of the night. Yeah. But cool. Well, now that I've done the updates on those others, I can actually open some of the singles and check them out. Because I actually want to start watching all these movies I bought. What a concept, eh? Yeah. Oh, alright. I am fading fast. So I think I'm going to get some food. May even take a nap. But, good. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. Oh, we also got packages. We got a shit ton of packages to open. We'll do those soon, too. So, all through this week, I'm going to keep chugging away at this. Get as much done as we can before Christmas. And hopefully have a little bit of floor space there for the guests when they arrive. I don't know how many guests we're having. I know at least Cass is coming out. So, that'll be fun. And, maybe one or two more? I don't know. We'll see. We have pretty small scale Christmases here. It's really all about Halloween here. Can you tell? Anyway, I think that is it for Media for now. Oh, it's only been 3.5 hours. That's okay. We had a pretty good start, getting back into the swing of things. It was late for me to start. I've actually been up since like 5 this morning. Watching the movies? What? I know, what a concept, eh? Wait a minute. You mean we don't just collect them and amass them? We can watch them too? Well, yeah, you can. Good start. We'll try and catch you on the next one. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Brinsley. Appreciate that. I appreciate all you folks. All the folks who keep coming to these things and watching me slowly lose my mind. Yeah, honestly, I would keep going, but my throat's starting to get sore. It's because I yell. I don't know why I yell when I do these, but yeah, whatever. And then when I do the editing, I end up having to take the gain down because I've been yelling so much. But I think it'll be okay because where the camera is, it's far enough away. It shouldn't be, like, overpowering. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I transfer the footage over. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for part 1 of the biggest horror update ever. We've barely scratched the surface. We still got 22 more stacks to go through. You have some idea now of just how much stuff there is and just how crazy I went in the past 1.5 years. Well, hope you'll come by for the rest of them. And if not, well, you can always catch the YouTube video when that goes up. And then you get to see it all in 4K. Ooh. Alrighty, that is it for me to you for now, folks. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, sayonara. Farewell. I can't mute from here, so you'll just hear me pushing the buttons. See you tomorrow for part 2 of the biggest horror update ever. Boo.